This where we from, with the love, the people, the music, we all come as one. What have you done? Folks, they just talking like they are just bosses or something. I got problems day to day, my people dying, got my family watching, and the haters writing. Just realize I'm in a better place, gonna write it out till I'm finished, man, and that's work. Niggas now talking like they gonna do it bigger. Hey, you lady in the back, now they hurt. Dog, look at that, try to blow up a cell while she all on T. Wait, I've been on the grind, so it's all on me. What's the steez people try, but it can't complete. I be damned if I ain't the one that can't complete, cause I came from a place where the bombs to see. Real talk. Nothing can stop me. What are you doing? The game is so clueless. Where's that new? Where's that Tito? I had to take a break for a few. I thought I had lost it. Found my passion, found a girl, break my heart. Swear to God, when I start realizing I'm a beast with it. Everybody gonna eat with me, go down, have a feast with me. For my day one, A1s. Pretty girls don't care what people think. On the news, people dying on day to day. Mess around, be a shirt or a poster. So I don't got time now. Be playing with it. Wanna be ravaged, yeah, I'm on now. What you thought now? I can't do it like that, you a lame. Got all this game and I still ain't the same where I came from.
Hey, Picasso, legend. Hey, yeah. I just woke up, fucked up, need a Bentley truck. Bad little bitch, give her taste, then she fell in love. Let go, they just copy us, they not been like us. Do say, need another cup, bitch go pull me up. Mosh pit, they can't stop shit, op shit. You want that op shit, fucking with my money, nigga, that's my fucking profit. Think I might just sign to the rock, bitch. Think I might just went through the process. You ain't learned shit, little nigga, you a novice. To make it out, there's no other option. She only talk nice when we shopping. I don't gotta say too much, niggas know I'm rocking, man. I just woke up, fucked up, need a Bentley truck. Bad little bitch, give her taste, then she fell in love. Let go, they just copy us, they not be like us. Do say, need another cup, bitch go pull me up. Mosh pit, they can't stop shit, op shit. You want that op shit, fucking with my money, nigga, that's my fucking profit. Think I might just sign to the rock, bitch. Zack and Cody, it's a sweet life, I got no idols. Mary Jane, married to the money like a bridal. DOA on arrival, no suicidal. The game need me, my verses, they way too vital. It's a side note, blessing verses like disciples. Just say I'm hot now, might as well just be a pyro. Pass it to the team, yeah, that pussy going viral. Put her on TikTok, but I don't got no time, ho. I ain't got no fucking time. Hey, let's get it.
My nigga Kane Kappa, GOAT, boy. Stop playing with my boy. Get it to him, boy.
They say Bam, you be talking that shit. I don't bang though, but I definitely talk for this. Blood flow, let's go. VV's diamonds dripping slow. See me skating on the hoe. Stand on business, stacking benches. What they hating on me for? Living great, my paper straight. I make a move, nobody knows. Fuck the fake, don't fuck with snakes. You cross that line and it's a go. Tracks and beamers, SRTs. Ain't no bitches smoking me. That banker pack a guarantee. Tell me tuck a bitch for free. Bitches don't be cut like me. That jealousy a different breed. And I don't play no rumors. What you heard is what it's gonna be. No, they can't compare, so they gon' try to take the word from me. And I don't count no favors, how I make that's just to please me. Try to take my character, bring up what they did for me, but it's a couple bitches on my list that I can't wait to see. Told y'all about a year ago, don't never try to play with me. Wait till I'm not around to speak your pieces, they be scared of me. Rooted for a snake, that shit ain't fair to me. These bitches ain't gon' shake with me, they hate on me. I pull up in that fin, rap again, black and green as Ben 10. Windows tinted front and back, you know that we gon' spin again. Spin the bins, don't you hear that motor? That's my evil twin. Fuck can't pull me over, bitch move over, catch me if you can. Classy but I'm ratchet, I want bitches, I get silly. But I'm down to beat a nigga too if he wanna get jiggy. Cut off all my family, so blood don't mean shit to me. Ain't no pressure, I've been better, now they tryna catch up with me. Ain't in the politic, and if it's money, then just hit me. But you better watch your back, cause I ain't split it 50-50. And don't think I'm alone, I gotta keep the members with me. But I still complete the mission, if it's up, ain't nothing fit me. Think I should do an outro too? I don't know what to say. Nah, I'm cool on the outro. I already did an intro.
I guess they feel my presence when I left, ooh, ooh. I do this for my bitch, shit a check, ooh, ooh. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, ooh, ooh. Another day that we escaped death, ooh, ooh. I guess they feel my presence when I left, ooh, ooh. I do this for my bitch, shit a check, ooh, ooh. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, ooh, ooh. Another day that we escaped death. Yo, Ika's explosive, y'all about to get cooked, we in this bitch roasted. All you the same and you did with the most. They roll it with rollers, but we ain't just coasted. Woke up at sex for breakfast, more on time and less on lessons. Was once the type to question questions, same table, but the checks is separate. My fault, G, you said it was cool. I fucked up inside, Mexican food, face two to be bright, like helping the school. You ducking the float till you fell in the pool. Since when is it being a feeling so cool? You don't even do what you tell us you do. I got this bag, no mailing it through. These demons tell me I'm a hell of a dude. Garage and man, it's all about time and disorder some ways, but I'm already flying. This is just me when I'm not really trying. I take a top off and she don't even mind it. I make a hit and just sit and rewind it, like I give a shit about how you define it. We got some fans many miles away, so all that chuck shit is just child's play. I guess they feel my presence when I left, ooh, ooh. I do this for my bitch, shit a check, ooh, ooh. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, ooh, ooh. Another day that we escaped death, ooh, ooh. I guess they feel my presence when I left, ooh, ooh. I do this for my bitch, shit a check, ooh, ooh. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, ooh, ooh. Another day that we escaped death, hey.
Pull up, talking shit, I know she bout to suck my dick, extend over with the clip. Hit a bitch, hit a lick, she blowing bubbles with her lips, she blowing O's with her spit. She love it when I hit it quick, and if I like her, I slow it down. She know what time it is every time I come around. Yeah, she get wet like a puddle in the ground. All she want is sex, but she'll lay a bitch down. Over Mari, baby, she call me Big Daddy now. I don't know what they hating on us for. These niggas ain't got shit on us, no. Hold a gun like I'm rich, back at it, talking slick, back at it, on my dick, big face, on my wrist. Oh, oh.
I guess they feel my presence when I left, ooh, ooh. I do this for my bitch, shit a check, ooh, ooh. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, ooh, ooh. Another day that we escaped death, ooh, ooh. I guess they feel my presence when I left, ooh, ooh. I do this for my bitch, shit a check, ooh, ooh. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, ooh, ooh. Another day that we escaped death, hey.
Wake up. Yeah, it's Jeff, man. Yeah, it's time for introspection and reflection. You know what I'm talking about? Get me out. It's It's time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. It's time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. Just yesterday I spoke to chat about why Black Lives Matter around the table with executives on health business.
You're here with us, so what's the fuss? I mean, those things are gone. Don't get me wrong. Keep holding on. Why?
I nearly choked, so surreal, I'm in teal. Gather my thoughts, suppressing feels, calm expression, cause the stress kills. Self-awareness is my power as I keep it real. It's the open wound most will never seek to heal. I don't profess, I just confess, it's my personal guilt. Until my color don't matter, you can't express on what I feel. Past years we seen with Black Americans a deal. Names change, but the circumstances still the same. Whether it's Martin, Brown, Arbery, or Floyd, it paints a view on being American. The black men and boys try to speak in positive ways to my son, but I'm annoyed. You let him see me overcome, reverting ways of self-destroy. Time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. Time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. Despite politics, we all believe in basic humanity. We can agree on silver shit, it's the structures you can't see, that's privilege. Ability to walk with community. Never have concern on how your children live and learn. Bust my ass over the years, blaze a path for me to burn. Always knew that money talks in better circles the more you earn. Kept it quiet on the low, accumulated skills to grow. Somehow, someday, I told myself my purpose was show. No looking back, but won't forget I'm not a hypocrite. When I was young, this shit was dumb, I was a ticking time bomb. Picked up a hustle from the streets most people run from. By 16, I'm a martyr, quit and murder from an argue. Still tight, kind of life from what I see, that's what I be. Can't escape what's all around me, learn to swim before it drown me. Couple of G's looked at family, saw them make us something greater. Took some time to walk through life, cause all the structure's made up. It's time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. It's time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. Until this peace of all sleep, people die in these streets. Every day, if not week, pull my liquor before I speak. So they spirits sit with me, know my team get me. If I can't express when they hit me, why this gift with me? So much is spoken yet unheard, I contemplate what it deserves. Choice of words too important for exposed nerves. Black lives matter, we can agree on nouns and verbs. Matter of fact, let's start with that, change amendments first. Then watch our structures fall. It's the middle ones that shackle us all. Oppressed oppressors, we all searching justice. Got concerns on what you lose, I got concerns on right to choose. I still tie my laces how you tie your shoes. I appreciate you listening, but it's time to move. With new rules and better tools to educate the fools. I know it's hard to play with change when you create the game. It's like a winner saying, I know it hurts, don't lose a game. It's time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile. It's time to see us in a better place. Never knew an easy way. I'm not a follower, I choose to lead my own fate. All this conversation about change and feeling patient. So immersing on the side, we may settle on the mile.
Hey, hey. Peso Picasso, Peso LaBerre, whatever you want to call it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hey,
Perfect. Perfect.
hey, hey. I'm on this shit that they not on. They say let bygones be bygones. Grip on the net like a python. Jump out the top like I'm Zion. I want a realist, no caption. Need a little bitch in the fashion. She bust it back like we crashing. I tell my shit, I'm about action. Hop in the studio, turn to assassin. I'm about dose, no time for distraction. Can you imagine? Beamer to Aston. Ha, past them, I'm in the league of my own. Like mobile, I guess of myself. They like, so what you own? I'm working for generation wealth. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Bourbon. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Bourbon. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, enjoy life, cause you don't know how long you're gonna be here. Hey, I'm in a league of my own. I might just go play for myself. All of this shit that you own, your dollars ain't making no sense. Don't act like you knew me, that's pretense. Took that little bitch to the deep end. She wanna slide for the weekend. Do say got me tweaking. New as a young and I've been up to something. Not everybody cousins, but I'm on the block like I'm charming. I got the drip like I'm gonna. I make a wanna. I'ma hit it 4 times. You can call me stunner. They say you too smooth, but slid out the gutter, but still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Bourbon. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Bourbon. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned.
Picasso, Peso the Bird, whatever you want to call it. Got sick of class, started making classics.
I think truth plays a big part in growth. Because, I mean, a lot of people prefer fantasy over reality. I just want the truth. I want to live in a reality because at the end of the day, that's what we living in. So you don't have to spare my feelings or anything like that. I've always been the type of person that preferred the truth over a lie.
I want the truth. No matter how people may feel, I want the truth. I know what it is, I want the truth. And you can keep living along with your life. I want the truth. Who cares what the people are saying? I want the truth. Every night and every day, I want the truth. And you can keep living along with your life. Give me the truth. Don't wanna hear it if it ain't the truth. Stop living in fear and give me the truth. And you can keep living your life a whole life. I want the truth. I'm not afraid, I want the truth. Cause I'm feeling played, I want the truth. And you can continue living your life alive.
so bad. Why you niggas wanna beat her up so bad? Little bitch, I'm a cock so bad. Why you niggas wanna beat her up so bad? Yo, little bitch, I'm a cock so bad. Why you niggas wanna beat her up so bad? Go to die. Hell yeah, we known through the yak. You from OT and got a shit blown in the yak. Macabell finna run it up. Neek did the beat, so I gotta fuck it up. Brick bitch, she'll suck it up. How you from the yak, nigga? You don't fuck with us when I blow. The hood coming with me. The pandemic punk, nigga. I was selling eggs for the 50. Skinny little bitch wanna lick me. Gave me a hickey. 12 get behind me, I'm Ricky. All the nigga do is sit back and stun. Seen a trap house do 10 racks a month. Heard about a raid, then he packed it up. Chill for a minute, then got back to clutch. You ain't never made racks in the bag. You ain't never got no money in the egg. You ain't never bought a bow and then brought it back home. Broke it down, got it gone in a day. Where I'm from, little nigga, that be normal. And the yak boy feel so immortal. A1 make the cuffs go swarm. If I ever see the hook, I'ma warn you. Go to die, little bitch, I'm a cock so bad. Why you niggas wanna beat her up so bad? Go to die. Hell yeah, we known through the yak. You from OT and got a shit blown in the yak. Macabell finna run it up. Neek did the beat, so I gotta fuck it up. Brick bitch, she'll suck it up. How you from the yak, nigga? You don't fuck with us.
I told my daughter if you wanna rap, then rap. But I think you should be a princess. I told her boyfriend if he gon' cap, then cap. And he gon' get his chin check. I told my chauffeur to make a left. Tell the cops don't put me over, I ain't taking that breath. No, I'm not getting out the car, I ain't showing you shit. And no, I ain't taking them steps. Cause I know I'm gonna be under arrest. Cause I'm high as fuck, I just lit it up. Plus I got call up my wife, tell her come get the car. And she gon' see the bitch in my trunk. Whole lot of money, I stack all the 20s. I burn through the ones, I get what I want. Spend all the 50s, I pass out the 100s. I swear on my mama, my comma will come. That's because all of the commas I front. I like my money with commas in front. I like my bitch with a thong up her button. The natural hair like she Lauren or something. I like my chips in the ruffles with onions. I like my bricks in the duffel with butter. I like the Glocks on the table, the pumps in the closet, and I like the dope in the oven. I like my hoe when they naked. I fuck them so reckless, and then I'm gonna come on her stomach. Hold up. Fuck happened to the beat, bro?
Hey, bro, that's cool and all, but weren't you supposed to be dissing Chess?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that little nigga. All right, let's get it. Cake life, I ain't even make no diss track. Why you got my name in them shit raps? Oh, cause your honor so relevant, big fat. Nigga, I blow your motherfucking head off your shoulder and leave it on your front porch gift wrap. Leave no prints, don't leave no stitch. Now the fans come through like it must be a mishap. Big facts, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You got the wrong nigga out of this class. Better give all that shit to them other little niggas over here, cause you won't get your shit back. I got 2 Glock 9s and they both got 30s all black and the rest still mismatched. Running your house with a 30 in the gym bag. Now you got a new house, gas like Sinbad. Big fact, fuck is you from? All you gonna see is your tech in the drum. All we gonna leave is a mess when we come. You just gonna see me in Rex with a gun. You just gonna see my index and my thumb. You just gonna see a suppressor that run. All you gonna hear is a pop pop followed by dot pop, then another pop pop, then another pop pop rum. I'm a little bitch, I'm the #1 stunner. You talk all that shit, I'm gonna handle your plumbing. Had smack at your funeral, reading the statement like Dilly departed. My #1 gunner, don't fuck with me, stupid. This ain't what you wanna. I get on my knees and I pray for a bust it. The Heavenly Father, I wish that he would. Then I blow the cake on them suckers. I call her Rex for the pies and the chicken. I call her Mookie, don't lie with the bitches. He let me know by surprise where you living. I be at your door like, how, who is it? Mama like Raekwon, can't have visits. I be like, damn, how old the little nigga? She like, damn, that's a grown little nigga, then blam. Now you live alone, little nigga. We hide them bitches to find where you living. No ties, no printers, no wires, no witness. No time for religion. My niggas is atheists. Remington shoot with 100 for radius. I got the drop right to where your location is. I drop an op like he entered the matrix. And all of that violence, your honor was made for it. Dead body smelling like bacon bits. I ain't got time for no hate shit. Had to just break a brick and give it back to the gang. You do $1 million, I'm worth about $1 million. I promise you, nigga, this shit ain't the same. You call up Tay-Rock and Steams for spa. This is the difference. I'm trying to explain. Your best friend battling a bitch this weekend and my best friend in the All-Star game. We not the same. 15 racks in the book bag, nigga, this pocket chain. We not the same. Just gave Mook the SK looking like a stock exchange, but we not the same. I ain't even about to finish that shit. Hey, Chess, give me 35. Give me 35 if I can finish this shit for you. Chess, Rock, Osh, Lux. Rock again, Oss again, Lux again, Verb, DNA, GC, better yet, Treachy. Shine, you my brother, much love, you already know. DNA, you dead, man. Mickey Facts, try snitching ass. Don't enter my spawn sessions no more, you just gonna cap the other niggas, nigga. Weak nigga, I been him, always have been and will be. You don't like the name, then kill me.
just fucking spawn with clips. I gotta spawn with moot, cause y'all niggas ain't it. It's different up here. Big capital. I'm going. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Nigga work with a dog collar. How the fuck I'm supposed to raise from the ghetto with the pay little? Every man that I know got a plan. Every man that I know work for the man. Speak for me and breathe air you breathe. So I know I got something to achieve. In the mind of a state, give a fuck on what it take. I'm a millionaire, billionaire. See you when I get there. For now, let's grind in the ghetto, stay on mine. Put the pedal to the floor, I got a steep hill to climb. That money on my mind. Gamble everything of mine. Rather be broke than to live with a yoke. Nowadays, people slave for a little bit of hope. Guess I better ball hard, spit a bar, sell dope. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. What it take for a real nigga get a break? Made a contribution, fuck retribution. Laid a foundation, still motherfucker hate. Rather see a nigga broken, see him elevate. Know if you made it through, now contemplate what I'm here for. Appearance of the Jim Crow, probably just mockery, jokes and hypocrisy. Take a stand and the folks on top of me. Call a guard, come fast with security. They pounce hard and wanna press charge. Made a little progress and I'm still under stress, saw a little bit of change. But the attitude the same, like I'm back in the hood with a Glock and I'm good. Sabotage myself, I don't need no help. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Give me dap right on the backside, in the limelight. This my time, right? Should I see through it? Put heat to it. Let the time pass, never speak to it. Who would I be? To stay silent is calamity. So I came to speak. Got a million man strong with a right to bear arms. All it take is a song. Play the shit in a song. Super grip on my phone. Got the video and drone. Catch a glimpse of the ruckus is the movement and push. Nigga tired of being pushed. Now police in the streets with the riot getting heat. Rubber bullets in the shield just to make us know the feel. One shot, one kill. Nigga dead in the street cause the bullet was for real. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake.
Cribbing through the night, I know what you like. I live my life, had to roll the dice. She won't spend the night, but I can't make her wise. Only matter once, let me fuck her.
Yo, I'm grab my drink. Hold up.
Through the night, I know what you like. I live my life, had to roll the dice. She won't spend the night, but I can't make her wise. Only matter once, let me fuck her twice. Through the night, creeping through the night, My cold as ice, blow like Dolomite. This no one-on-one, bitch, I ball like mine. I just thought that bitch that you just made your wife. Never trust the internet, that shit do your trife. And I'm focused on that shit that help me sleep at night. I be wishing you were here, but you were always right. Blew up overnight, I guess you want me right, but you don't know me right, but you don't show me right. Still creeping through the night. You cool as when it breeze, it ain't winning time. Girl, are you still on me? I just need some peace of mind. Creeping through the night, I know what you like. I live my life, I don't roll the dice. You don't spend the night, I can make it right. All you better once, let me fuck her twice. Creeping through the night, I know what you like.
There we go. Hold up, there we go. See, I got the green. Perfect. Yeah, hold up. I need everything. I need Nick Peso, I hear you. My man Nick Peso. Shout you out. Let me go ahead and stop before we get another wanger going. Bam, there we go. Yo, we good? I got my E3 shirt on today. All right, got the E3. Bye, yeah. Everybody, yo, Joshua Drake, hold up. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, Joshua Drake. My dog, appreciate the donation, man. Keeping the show riggedy road. My dog. What's going on, man? How's everybody doing Sunday? Y'all ready for Halloween? Oh, I know you got a lot of freaky asses out here. Okay. I'll be down with it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm right with it. I'm right with it too. Okay, let's go to the chat, man. Y'all know how I gotta do. Started off right. Joshua Drake, that donation, man. I can't go. Hold up. I gave you 3 shots. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna give you more later. Okay, let me go to it. Yo, if y'all see anything in like stream elements pop up, I gotta change all that. You know what I mean? I was streaming Modern Warfare 2. I was on it. All right. Y'all know how it is. If you ain't on Modern Warfare 2, get on there. Holla at your boy. I don't need no hardcore mode. You know what I mean? I don't need it. So let's go. Let's go through the chat, man. I want to shout out everybody. Yo, first of all, my man Shane. Cockburn. Melbourne, Australia. Yo, out there. Yo, Shane, shout out to you, man. Thank you. I always like everyone tuning in from outside of the States, man. I love the States. You know I got the States love, but when you get that reach, it's lovely. It's lovely there. Chris, DJC Money, man. He run the show, man. He run the show. Y'all got to watch out for that guy. Y'all got to watch out for him. Guys, he might shut this shit down. He might shut it down. My man, G.I. Joe, Admin Joe, hardest working man in the business. Joe, what's going on? Gotta give you the hardest working man out there. Hardest working man out there. Okay. And of course, my man Joshua Drake, man. If y'all don't know who Joshua Drake is, y'all better know. Okay. Keeps it riggedy real. Joshua Drake, man. Appreciate you, man. Keeps it riggedy real. Magnus. Shout out to you, Magnus. Get on Call of Duty, man. Stop playing with me. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because I'm telling you, I picked up quick. I got my ass whooped the first night. Came back vicious. All right, let's go through, man. All right, I think I got everybody, man. Hold up. I don't want to make no, if you ain't put, my Reigns of Onyx. Hold up. Yo, if y'all don't know, go check out my man Reigns of Onyx TikTok. Yo, my man is all over. Reigns, everywhere I turn around on TikTok, I see you commenting on something. You everywhere. I don't know how you do it, how you had a time. You got a whole family and all that. Shout out to you. Kudos to you. Yo, hold up. My man Miggity Marcus. Yo, Marcus, hold up. Marcus, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's good to see you, man. Catch you. I know how I be. I be out there too. I be,
doing a lot of things. You came here. I thank you for that. All right, thank you. Now let's see who else. Am I forgetting? Yo, Nate Mo 69. Hold up. Just since Nate Mo 69, I gave you the air horn. I don't usually do that. Nate Mo 69. Just so you know, if you like pop figurines, okay, I already showed you the WhatsApp. I'm gonna put out the post, but believe me, if you have any that you selling, holla at your boy. You selling any, I don't care what it is. Give me a decent price. We trying to grind over here. Pop figurines, I want it all. I don't care what you got. My man, yo, Cody, I'm gonna holla at you. You already know what's up, Cody. I got you first in line. Yo, if y'all want to know what I'm drinking a weak ass margarita. It's delicious, but the reason I say weak because I usually got, something strong next to me. Okay. No, I appreciate it. Yo, part 22. Damn, Reigns, I found part 22. Woo! Man, you working hard, man. Bro, I got me addicted to raid. Can't play anything else. Yo, my bad. That's me, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. That's me. That's my bad. I started playing raid, man. I got you playing. And you know what? I still got my account. And actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty decent. It's a lot of money you gotta pay if you want to be up there, man. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I need all legendaries. I can't front. You got legendaries. That's my problem. Okay, that's my problem. So now with that out the way, in the WhatsApp, I mentioned that, man. We also selling pop figurines on the WhatsApp. Okay, I got a post on my Facebook page. Check that out. Also, the winner for week 4. Damn, I forgot your name, but I'm gonna shout you out. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the post and everything on Twitter. I already did that, actually. So you're up there. It's on Twitter. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna do you like that because everybody else get announced, right? Week 1, 2, and 3. Why can't I do 4? That would be disgusting of me to treat you any less. You know what I mean? So I'm getting your name right now. Bam, here we go. So the winner of the week 4 contest is Anime Rain 13. Shout out Anime Rain. Got a free game from a list of Steam games. Shout out to you. Week 5 is going on. If you want to be a part of that, go to the Twitter. That is NickMo05 at NickMo05. Shout out. I have every single The Office. The Office is legendary, man. That's a legendary show. Yo, we got a great damn show. Yo, War Thunder. Yo, I'm damn near about to go to my stream elements. I actually have a sponsorship going on with War Thunder. So if you guys see that, I might let it roll for a bit. If you do it, go ahead and do it. Because right now, I had someone try it, and the shit didn't count. All right? And this ain't no War Thunder sponsored stream. So I can say whatever the hell I want. That shit didn't count. And I'm like, no, I'm not about to sit here and have people. I'm giving away free games and doing all this. And you're not even paying me, right? Nah. War Thunder, get your shit together. Now, when I do the sponsor stream, it's going to be clean. It's going to be real nice. We're going to talk all highly because I played it. It's actually decent. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? But they did me bogus. So anyways, okay. We got a hell of a show, man. We got a hell of a show. I got to go ahead and get the captions. I got everything. I got the stream deck going. Hold up. Let me make sure this right. Because, my stream deck be wild. Oh, there it go. Yo, let's pull this up. This is real, y'all. Real. Hold up. Let me get my sounds back up. I don't even want to do the gunshots because that's damn near disrespectful for this one. I'm going to have to do something else. I'm going to have to, you know what I'm saying? Bang. Can you dig it, sucker? Yo, this is crazy, man. Couple things. We'll first go to the article so you can have the specifics of everything. And then from there, I'll give my piece. I actually heard this. I see my man Joe. Shout out to Joe. Shout you out. Yeah, the shots are so hot, man. I just be oh damn. But shout out to my man Joe. He did post this on the Facebook page a while ago. And I've been kind of keeping a look at it. Okay, I've been keeping a look at it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and read from the article first, and I'll give my piece because my piece is riggedy real. Okay, it's gonna be riggedy real. So this is from. And I don't want to do the Nintendo Life because Nintendo Life article was okay, but there was a Kotaku article. There we go. Let's pull that up on screen. Let me pull me over. All right, let's get this together. All right, now you guys, I'm gonna pull you up on screen here, so you're gonna be seeing me. But let's get it together. Here we go. Let's see if we got it. Oh yes. We good. Okay, Reigns, I appreciate the Booker T, man. I don't know what it is about Booker T, man. Five-time world champ. Excellent. So, my man Joe had posted about this. Marcus, I'm right with you. Marcus. I'm gonna go ahead and talk my piece because I think everybody missing. And I think you right, spot on, brother. I damn near want to click your comment right now just to pull it up. And I will say it because, oh, wow. We almost went for a whirl. I forgot I got the restream chat up on that screen. My bad, y'all. Let me pull this over. All right, there we go. We clean. All right, my bad. Triz nipping on my Scottie Pippen, right? So here we go. Bam. Let me pull up this comment real quick. 4 times in 6 months must be an inside job. Marcus, you ain't even read the article. You like me. Okay. Some things we just think of, we like, already I know something up. But anyway, let's get to the article first, and then we'll go ahead and give a couple pieces. So it says, this article was actually published Wednesday. All right, guys. This Monday, a man with a gun robbed a popular video game store in Seattle, Washington. No one was hurt, though. The store owner is worried that the thief might return because he is still currently at large. Pink Gorilla Games is the oldest video game store in Seattle area. It sells both modern and retro video games in addition to trading cards and toys. Before this most recent robbery reported by the local Seattle Fox affiliate, the store had previously been burglarized this past July, with losses from merchandise and damages totaling $14,000. Damn. On Monday, an employee named Jordan Carson was working the cash register when a man approached the counter with some merchandise. Though things initially seemed normal, the man eventually subtly revealed that he had a gun and made it apparent to Carson that the store was being robbed. It was very casual. He had his hand in his pocket the whole time. It was a subtle motion, but it got the job done, Carson told the local TV network. I knew he had a gun. He gave the man everything he demanded in order to protect himself and his coworker, who was also working at the time. The situation was caught on an in-store security camera. Now, you know what? It's not that much more. Okay, I was going to say, we're not going to be reading a damn book here, but since we're going, all right? The man, who also apparently said something to Carson about doing this because his brother was in the hospital, told the employees to empty their display case of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Damn, I guess that's some new age criminal shit, right? He demanded all the cash from the register and managed to leave with a gaming console. Kotaku reached out to ask Pink Gorilla Games about whether or not they had any luck in recovering their losses, but did not receive a response by the time of publication. And I do believe a YouTuber, Kelsey, I believe her name is, because it was Retro Gamer's video. Shout out to Retro Gamer too. I'm like, damn, shots. This is the wrong sound. Why? Like, yo, I got to expand. The soundboard is expanded, but I just don't know. And I don't want to hit this because I accidentally hit stuff like this. And I don't want to do that. All right. So, all right. The owner of Pink Gorilla Games, Cody Spencer, says that he's previously seen the thief at the store. Spencer had been live streaming at the store during after hours one night, and the man had knocked on the door. Carson is still worried that the man will return since the police haven't apprehended him. So the guy's still at large, right? It pisses me off to get taken advantage of, Carson told Fox News. It's the cost of having something people want and having a good price. Damn, he threw the shout out in there. People wanting a good price. I don't know what he meant. He's talking to the news. Believe it or not, I have been on the news before. I know how it is. People might search all around for that news article. Trust me, you'll never find it. But I actually was on the news. Won't discuss. Anyways, so he says, it's the cost of having something people want and having a good price. Sadly, it opens you up to thieves and people who would take advantage. Now, pull me up on screen. That is the end of the article. I got some good shit to say. All right. So let's go ahead and break this all down. First of all, they didn't discuss the previous robberies. That's okay. Whoever writes the article, it's not, I have to write about the other ones. They don't have to do that. But that is context that's needed. Because believe it's actually 6 times in a matter of like an extended period, but I believe it's 4 times in a matter of 6 months. Consistent break-ins. Now, one thing I want to point out, and I'm gonna start with what Marcus mentioned. Okay, and Marcus, where your comment? And I gotta do it. And I know y'all leave some good comments. I gotta get to your comments too. My bad. All right. So where's Marcus' comment here? I'm gonna pull this up because this is one that instantly was the first thing that came to my head. Right? So 4 times in 6 months must be an inside job. That was the first thing I thought, because a lot of times, I don't know if a lot of you know, and I have been victim of crimes that were inside jobs, people that you would not think, people who are in your face. I mean, literally, hey, what's up? Playing on your team basketball, and they're saying you're the man, and they behind your back stealing. It happens. You have to watch who you trust. So that was the first thing I thought. It got to be an inside job, right? So I actually dug deeper. I wanted to find out more. I wanted to find out about crimes in that area. Crimes is higher, right? Not that much higher, but crimes are higher in that area. But being when a store is robbed multiple times, that means people know what's going on. Because I know criminals, and criminals know if I break into somewhere and I get something, if I come again, they're going to change something. They're going to prepare for a theft because they've been robbed like anybody would. All right. Shout y'all. Red Ghost, man. Appreciate that. Like up. He right. Hit the likes. Watch it. Hit the likes. Stop playing. So anybody know you got to trust people. You got to really trust them. And if you give your trust, they can easily take advantage of you if they want. That was what I thought. So I dug deeper. I watched a couple of videos, and shout out Retro Gamer, right? I got to shout out Retro Gamer, man.
Can you
Retro
dig
Gamer?
it, sucker?
You the man, dog. I ain't up there. What you got? 1 million subscribers? Holy shiggity damn. All right. Shout out to you. I actually seen Retro Gamer's video covering this. And Retro Gamer, same thing, same Kotaku article. I read different articles. I'm sure he did as well. Good at his job, man. So I looked at this. I looked deep. I tried to figure out. Retro Gamer's answer was to move out the area. Simple, right? You're in an area where these robberies continue to happen in the same place. You need to move. But Retro Gamer, I believe, probably has not been in these scenarios. I ain't gonna ask him, but I believe Retro Gamer has not been in these situations because everybody who has knows. They say something similar to what my man Marcus said, which is true. 4 times in 6 months must be an inside job. That's what he said. 4 times, 6 months. I agree. It's something fishy. So I dug deeper. And, Retro Gamer's suggestion was to move, which in return could solve the issue. But if it is what my man Marcus has suggested, then that means regardless, if you move, the crime will continue because it's an inside job. There's nothing you can do. You will continue to move and continue to suffer crimes. So, and Kelsey, the YouTuber, not familiar with Kelsey, don't watch Kelsey. So shout out to her. Everybody that has any business owner, shout out to all y'all, right? But one thing I'm going to say is this. I don't believe moving's going to solve it. And I'm not necessarily sure it's an inside job either. So it put me at a dilemma. I had to start digging deeper. What is it that they did? I started going through the articles. And one thing the article mentioned that I think wasn't mentioned, even Retro Gamer, not Retro Gamer. I don't know how you slipped over that, man. And that's why I say he may not have been we're going to give you the excuse. You ain't been in a situation. I understand that. You ain't been in a situation, right? When you're in a situation, you start looking at things deeper. One thing I know, I know I got family that's in the hood. I'm not in the hood. I used to live in the hood. I don't anymore. But I have family that live in the hood. And when I say hood, I mean they're selling crack rocks the moment you walk out the door. That's what I mean, hood. I don't mean the normal, people think, oh, it's a bunch of black. No, hood, which means you walk out the door, they're playing dominoes with fifths of E and J and vodka. They mix in the light and the dark. And they out there turned up and they blocking the walkway from you to get to your car. That's the hood. Okay? I'm telling you, that's the hood. That's the hood. One thing I know is that there are people who will literally rob just because. You don't have to be poor to necessarily want to rob. Some people, it's an addiction. Addiction. They just want to steal. Shit. I just want, hey, it's there. I just feel like I can get it. It's just something in me. I got to take it. Retro Gamer's answer was the times. I agree. Times are rough. The poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. But guess what? The beautiful thing is that individuals and entrepreneurs are growing at a rapid rate. So you have these individuals, regardless of race or gender, can use these different tools to grow, right? So this what brought me exactly to what I believe happened, those tools. So they mentioned in a Kotaku article, they live streamed directly from the store, right? Damn, let me just go ahead and drop a bomb for myself there. That was the one I think nobody just caught. They live streamed from the store. So if they live stream from the store, you're letting people know exactly what you're doing. I know it doesn't make it right. It don't make it okay. But the truth of the matter is, I'm live right now. I'm not live at Times Square. Hell, I got a picture behind me. I could be the government, be keep searching me down, bust into a room and boom, blow it up. And I'm not even there. And I'm still giving y'all the show. Right? Because I'm not sitting here live right outside of my damn house like, yo, we doing the show. I'm live the whole time. Pull up Nick Mo. I'm here all day. 7 chains worth 50,000 each. Holla at your boy. I'm not doing that. I just think it's a difference between flaunting, business, and stupidity. And this falls somewhere between business and stupidity. You live streamed. Now, I haven't watched any of the live streams, so do not take me word for word on this. Anybody else, y'all could, come up with what you come up with. This is what I think. I think while they live streaming, they're showing everything in the store. Hey guys, look, shout out my man, Nate Mo. I just said, man, Nate Mo. I just shouted out Nate Mo, right? Nate Mo's on WhatsApp. Now, Nate Mo, he's on there putting up pop figurines. Mo fan representer. And guess what? I'm sure he's not like, I'm live in Central Boulevard right here with a bunch of pop figurines. No, it's probably somewhere safe, showing them, this is what I have, bam. But it's different when you have a business location that's open, has business hours, and customers can come in, and you have a closing time where customers can't come in, but look, they know nobody there. So it's messed up, man. But 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, I'm sorry. It's the live streaming. It is the live streaming. If you're live streaming, they know what you got. The burglar came in and asked for the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Either he has been there and know how much they worth. Maybe he watched your live stream. But it is something that I think businesses from this point forward need to start taking notice, because it's happening in the streets all day. The rap PNB Rock, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Same thing. They said, oh, wife out there, wonderful, beautiful dinner, bam, take a picture. And people say you can't blame that. But the truth of the matter is, when things happen, we have to lean on any evidence we got. And live streaming in a business like that, you're showing everything. You're showing what you got. You're showing the stock. They probably know how much things are worth. So not only are they coming in stealing, they're coming in and stealing exact items. 14,000. I guarantee you that wasn't cash. They knew exactly what to get. The 14,000 was probably this thick in cards, because you're putting them up live stream and say, hey, we got one for sale. This is the big one right here, 7,500. Well, damn, I know where I need to go. They come in, they case it. They walk in. Now, there's videos out there. I'm not going to show the videos. I actually seen them. There are videos. There are news outlets as well that show the burglar come in the first time and steal the 14,000. Then come in the second time, the other burglar, and steal again. Different burglar, though, but broke through the same way. One glass, break. Next video, that glass has wood over it. The glass right next to it breaks. They came in the same way. Nothing different. Nothing changed. They probably knew who was there. They probably know when you left. And I can't say this for certain, but the word on the street, allegedly, okay, is that the gentleman was there late night when they were closed. Some guy continued knocking on the door. Okay. And I don't think it was two employees. I think it was one employee, and the other guy, they said former employee. He was probably just a friend, right? You run this store, you got a lot of people, probably just somebody hanging out. Guys knocking on the door nonstop. Come on, man. I want to buy some car. Please. I know y'all closed, but you live. Come on, you live. Why not? You're live. I'm looking at you right now. You're selling it right there. Why can't I walk in and buy it? Compelling argument for that gentleman. But one thing I want to say is it don't make it right. Still don't give them the right to come in there and do whatever. Like, you can't put the blame on the people that the crime happened to in the end. But I will say 4 times 6 months, you got to start looking at people close to you. You really do. I can tell you, I suffered numerous break-ins, and then they all went away. So you figure it out, and I'm going to leave that up to them, and they can figure it out. All right.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Outside of that, I ain't got too much more on this. I don't want to drift on it because robberies is something real, something I've seen, especially at gunpoint. That's why I'm not going to say, you notice I did not say anything about this gentleman. He had the gun in his pocket. He probably really didn't even have a gun. A lot of people probably thinking that. Not me. Don't even try it, bro. Because I guarantee you, there are people who know guns and know that I can rip this gun right through my coat pocket. I don't care about this coat. So be careful, everyone. If you have a business, a store, secure yourself. I'm not a person that's 100% for guns, but I do think you need to be secure. I do believe that. Whether if you don't have a gun, you need you a taser, you need you some mace, you need you high security, get you some damn turrets dropping down from the ceiling. I don't know what you do, but you have to do something to protect yourself, because there's always going to be someone who is willing to risk it all for what you have. All right, there we go. All right, my man. Shout out Range on Train. Drop that. Yeah, you ain't lying. He ain't lying, man. He ain't lying. Yo, we're going to go ahead. Like I said, I wasn't going to drift on it too long. I got a bunch of subjects. We got hot topics today. Hot topics, man. And that was one that I had to go through. And I don't even know if I want to jump right to the next one. We got some, man, I got the red ring of death I wanted to talk about today. People don't want, like, what y'all know? What that wasn't part of the title, Nick. I know. We're going to get to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch these images. Bam. All right, there we go. Woo! Bam. Let me make sure. Let me get a drink for this. Let me get ready. My man Ignacio. I got myself a gun. You remember that song when it came out? Everybody was, I got myself a gun. I got myself a gun. Everybody was saying that. You know what I mean? So let me say this, man. This is crazy. This is beyond crazy. And I don't even know how this stuff comes across. A lot of this stuff, believe it or not, like the article Joe posted and other articles, I get from individuals. So I like to read through them with you guys and go over them. Okay. And this one, yo, with all the cease and desist going on, yo, I don't know if kids, all the kids out there, just be a lawyer. Okay, that seems to be where everything is going. If you're not going to be a lawyer in real life, you're going to be a meta lawyer. So just prepare. Get your meta law correct, okay? Because you're going to be a meta law. Oh, no, the rights to that, it's not. That went through the blockchain. Get all that, because trust me, as many cease and desist and court dates and people getting locked up and all, lawyers are making hefty pennies. So, which brings me to this. We're going to go to the article, but IKEA sends a cease and desist for an indie horror game named The Store Is Closed. Now, I got to read this article, y'all. Like I said, I'm going over with you. I like to do it fresh too. It's always better fresh. You get raw reactions. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and this is ridiculous, man. I'm going to go ahead and pull up something else. I could read Kotaku all day because Jeremy Winslow, who's one of the staff writers, my dog, changed his name to Levi. Levi, my dog. I got to make sure to remember that, letting everybody know. So I said that on there. All right. My man Levi, a writer. Luke, writer. A lot of different writers I mess with over there, man. Good writers, right? So, but Eurogamer. Let's go to a Eurogamer article because I mess with Eurogamer too. Shout out all those writers at Eurogamer. Let me get some interviews, y'all. But I ain't got nobody from Eurogamer yet, so that's something we can work on. Let's go ahead and check this. Let's pull this up. IKEA sends lawyers after indie dev for making a horror game about a furniture store. Let's go ahead and read through this, right? IKEA has issued. That's the drink. I need to take another drink. That's one. Has issued. Bam! Let's get to it. IKEA has issued a cease and desist demand to an indie horror developer insisting they change their unreleased horror game in a bid to stop press and players alike from comparing it to its global furniture chain. Damn. The Store Is Closed, which we told you about a couple weeks ago, is a haunting mashup of In Night Games' The Forest, which incidentally saw its sequel, Sons of Forest, recently delayed, and the humdrum of everyday life, and comes from indie developer Ziki. Whilst it doesn't use any IKEA products, names, or branding, IKEA believes the developer is infringing on its copyright and has sent in New York legal firm Frost Zelnick. Consequently, Ziggy, who's based in the UK, has 10 days to make the changes or face the smackdown legal action. IKEA's lawyers contacted me about The Store Is Closed. Ziggy tweeted, linking to an article on Kotaku. Okay. Hey, Kotaku getting the juice. Hey, they want to call them all types of names, man. Kotaku getting the juice. I was going to spend the last week of my Kickstarter preparing an update for the all-new alpha testers. But now I've got to desperately revamp the entire look of the game so I don't get sued. Yo, I ain't liking this already, IKEA, man. I ain't liking this already, man. Comparing it to, who cares? Hell, nobody young wants to go in IKEA. You possibly had the chance of having some young folks go to IKEA. Everybody that go to IKEA is old. I like IKEA. Hell, because I'm old. Oh, God, IKEA. You know how to screw up PR. All right. When asked if he'd intentionally designed the store or its contents with IKEA in mind, Ziggy said, I bought generic furniture asset packs to make the game. So, IKEA, let me say something. If you're going to get pissed, why ain't you pissed at, you know, who holds the assets? Who made the assets? Okay, is it Unity? Right? So maybe you should go to them. IKEA isn't convinced though, so let's go ahead and see this. This is the actual post from my man Ziggy. Shout out Ziggy. So my man raised Ikea rocks. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Ikea got some good stuff, man. They got some nice price. We all might have the same stuff, but nice, reasonably priced. You can get an idea of how it looks. It's a big place. They even have food there. You can sit there and relax. I mean, I remember when the water fountains before COVID, the water used to always be cold. You know what I mean? It was just a beautiful place. That's fuss. That's fuss. You know what I mean? They don't understand that. Young kids want a mall. They just want to go to the mall. Oh, la, la, la. Oh, look at Santa. That's young kids. We like Ikea. Ikea's lawyers contacted me about the store is closed. And he went ahead and posted the article. Damn. And I'm going to just take a look. Let's click on the article. Let's pull up this picture. Big. Let's take a look at it. Right? Okay. So I'm going to ask you guys, can I zoom in on that? Can I zoom in? Can we get a little zoom? Oh, that it. I was about to say. I was about to snap off. Okay. Swedish meat sign in a not Ikea store. So, look at the store. Now, I'm going to ask, honestly, for you guys. Now, people listening to the podcast cannot see the picture, but you guys seeing the picture. Does it look like Ikea? And to the listeners on the podcast, let me just describe it. Wood floors, a gray walkway, gray wall, pictures along the wall, same color furniture lined up, soft chairs. You got love seats. You got couches down the way. I see some chairs stacked up high. You know, I'm going to be honest. To me, it could be any damn furniture store. Like, it could be anything. Who's to say it's Ikea? This could be damn Seattle furniture, liquor furniture store. It can be Xbox furniture store. Like, who the hell knows? It could be anything. Literally. This is kind of bogus, man. I feel bogus. I feel bogus. Because, oh, man. Swedish meat. Otherwise, just a store. Your range, you great. Your game uses a blue and yellow sign with a Scandinavian name on the store, a blue box-like building, yellow vertical striped shirts identical to those worn by IKEA personnel. They're trying to drive home. See, this is what the lawyers do. They start picking apart. Doop, 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 doop. Got it. Okay. So they got that one. That might be to the T. You might be right on that. So it says, your game uses a blue and yellow sign with a Scandinavian name on the store, a blue box-like building, yellow vertical striped shirts identical to those worn by IKEA personnel, a gray path on the floor, furniture that looks like IKEA furniture. They got to stop. Come on. Now, you giving yourself your own handy, okay, right now. Stop it. Stop it. It looks like our furniture. Anybody furniture. Stop, IKEA. Oh, God. Y'all had me, man. I was rocking with y'all. I was like, damn, they got a good case. And the lawyer said that if I was a judge, I would have been like, well, what separates your furniture from this furniture here? Like, what's the difference? Like, they'd be like, nothing. It's exactly the same. Well, I got 12 other furniture stores that's exactly the same. Next, the lawyers also take issue. And hold on, I left out a part. I left out a part there. Furniture that looks like IKEA furniture, and it says, and product signage that looks like IKEA signage. The legal paperwork insists all the foregoing immediately suggests that the game takes place in an IKEA store. Suggest. Oh, man. That's not a good case for me. But the problem is, and I know, we all know money speaks volumes. So if you go to court, right, and you don't have the money to pay for proper representation, you are going to have to either have public representation or you're just going to be, in this case, no, you're just going to be defending yourself. Let's be honest. You're just going to be out there and just say, look, I'm the developer. I developed a game. These are the assets I bought, which, by the way, I don't know why you won't do. Like, to me, I would do it by myself. It might take time away, but hey, it can be any store. I actually would find someone I'm close with that has a family store. Like, do you own a furniture store? Oh, good. Can you move your furniture like this? Can you make a great path? Great. Let's fight the case today. You know, that's how you got to do. That's how you got to do when it comes to lawyers. You got to fight dirty. The lawyers also take issue that even when gaming press haven't made direct connections to IKEA, readers have further numerous comments by readers of these stories make an association with IKEA store. For those keen to learn more about the store's clothes, Ziggy has set up a Kickstarter page with it slated to be released on PC, Xbox Series X, S, and PlayStation 5. My bad. Shout out Ziggy. Yo, Ziggy, you the dog. Now pull me up. Pull me back up on big screen because now it's time for my piece here. And that's why I love reading through these articles with you guys because I could just give it so damn raw. Let me go ahead and pull up the restream too because I want to make sure any damn chats I ain't missing either. Okay, I got them up here. I got them up there. I see y'all. Okay, and my man. Now look. All the furniture looks the same at all stores. Shout out my man Rain. Rain's of Onyx, man. You got a point. Spot on. All the damn furniture looks the same. All of it. I mean, everywhere I go, I just see, oh, that. You know, it might be slightly different, but it all looks the same. Furniture stores are all clean. They all look beautiful. Okay. There's glass and all these beautiful things. The beds are always, you know, like they've never been laid on. They're so plush and they have tags on them and everything. So, you know, every furniture store has that. The difference is IKEA is a nationwide brand that has a lot of money. Lots of money. So if you have to go to court, hell, imagine fighting this for 2 years, 3 years. I'm not going to lie. It might be a lot easier to just change the assets in the game. It might be. So I'm not mad at Ziggy's decision either. It just sucks. You know what I mean? Just, man. Like what the hell, man, about this store to me? Because IKEA to me, I don't see IKEA when I see this store. I would obviously say IKEA because, hello, IKEA, you're one of the biggest damn national brands in the States. That's obvious why we're going to say IKEA. It's not because, oh, it looks like IKEA. When we think of the furniture stores, we go, oh, it's IKEA. That should be credit to you. If anything, this would help you sell more. You think people are going to go, I'm not going to shop in an IKEA because it's haunted. The store's closed. Oh, my goodness. To a cat, it's a scratching post, and they are all the same. He ain't lying. Because one thing's for sure, that couch is gonna feel my ass one way or another. It is. It just is. It's gonna feel it, whether it like it or not. It's gonna feel it. All right. So I can't blame my man. Now, let me say my last piece before we move on. Like I told you, we got so much. We moving on. I told you, show smoking. We smoking. We got too many topics. So hit the like up. Okay, for tuning in. War Thunder. Would you stop popping up, War Thunder? Damn it. My last piece on this is I want to say, IKEA, you should feel bad. This is not good for your PR. A lot of people may not know this, but there are gamers who probably will care. All right. They probably. Me, myself, I'm going to be honest. It's not going to change me. If something's good at IKEA, I'm going to IKEA regardless of what this article. Because I know IKEA is claiming to defend their brand. One thing I cannot do is I can't say as, you know, IKEA has, you know, their owners, their business. They want to defend their brand. On the business side of things, I can understand that. You have a right to defend your brand. And if you feel like this is going to be detrimental to your brand, you can't possibly sue for that. And if you lose, you lose. But you have the right to fight for that. So I can't be mad at that. But what I can say is this. I think a lot of companies use the stale approach that most companies use, which is, you know, hey, let's either file a lawsuit. Let's fire the person that caused the incident or that was involved in the incident. Let's close this store that something happened in. It's always like, hey, let's just X off this part of the tail so we can continue to grow. And I don't think that is the smart way of doing it, right? This case, they go, hey, they're destroying our brand. You know good and well, it's not really destroying the brand. And if you feel that way, why don't you pivot the right way? Why don't you utilize it? It's Halloween. Why don't you put some spooky stuff on Halloween and hell, feature the game? Hell, do something with the game. All right. Even though they might want money, but guess what? Now you can have some insight on the game. Hey, we're willing to fund money, but guess what? We want some control. Use your money the right way. Then you have control of the game. Put some real Ikea assets in there. Now, when people see Ikea, you can go, it's a game, and now you can leave a great message at the end to say, this is all fun and games, the real Ikea store. You can even give discounts to Ikea furniture for, 10% off to anyone who purchased a game. Come in and buy whatever. Damn. Put me on the PR teams. I'm telling you, you got to spin it. Stop trying to go for the, I know some things is personal to some people. They just want to go straight for the jugular, but that's me. All right, that's me. So we're going to go ahead. Like I said, move on. Man, we smoking. I got me turned, man. Thank y'all. Here we go. Oh. Man. Yo, this is weird because my man Dead Specimen, right, is usually the one who likes to talk about Denuvo. He ain't here. So shout out in the memory of my man Dead Specimen. I got to talk about this, man. Like, Denuvo, for those who do not know, anti-tamper software, right? Saves video games and different, anything. Just think of anything software that needs to be protected. Denuvo might hop up in there. They might hop up in there. There's a buck to be made. Right now, they want to go ahead and put Denuvo in the developers' hands for Switch games so they can start putting it in their games. Hell, now you can't use Yuzu emulator. That's how they feel. So this one, I haven't read the article. Like I told you, I want to read it with you guys fresh. But I can tell you, I am very familiar with this scenario. This is not a first time. How many times have games come out with Denuvo and it was crap, slow? Resident Evil, anyone? Yo, it was terrible. Glitching, this and that. And next thing you know, you remove Denuvo and it runs fine. Okay, there's been times where Denuvo is not involved, and guess what? Everybody and their mama is wall hacking. So it can go both ways. So I want to read this article. We're going to give Denuvo the benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe they're doing good, maybe, but I'm not even going to say nothing further. Let's go ahead and pull this up. They fell again, and we're going to, you know what? Let's do it. I think this one is a good one. Yes, now we're going to get to Zoom, right? Because I still got it on. There we go. We bam. Let's switch screens. Let's go, man. I used to be slow, switching screens and all that, and now I'm just popping, man. I be killing it with the screens. Yo, that margarita hitting, man. I ain't going to lie. I was talking about weak, but after a couple, whole thing had the little ice at the top now. Thing hitting. So, Pirates joined the Batman's games cast of villains after a major DRM slip-up. So let's go ahead. Let's read through the article first. Gotham Knights got its first significant post-launch patch on PC yesterday. The update was aimed at fixing online multiplayer errors and squashing some bugs. Unfortunately, it also temporarily squashed the Batman game's Denuvo DRM protections. Oh, man, I need this. That sound gotta come from that. Oh, your update squashed the new. Oh, come on. Okay. Seemingly leaving it vulnerable to pirates. That's one way to take them by surprise and update. The PC patch for the struggling co-op adventure was pushed out last night, and it didn't take long for the game crackers to realize that the new build released on Steam was missing Denuvo. They're like, what? Oh, yay! Easy celebration for them, right? The news began circulating on sites like the Crack Watch subreddit and even led to some to believe that Warner Brothers had removed the DRM on purpose. Now, I want to say this. I don't believe that. That's just plain dumb. That's dumb. Okay. That's dumb. They're not just going to remove the DRM. Oh, let's remove it on purpose. Oh, this is, you know what? There's strategic moves. I don't see any real benefit for them. Okay. That's just me. All right. So Steam DB records show that the new bill had Denuvo anti-tamper protection back in place, was released about 14 hours later. So that gave 14 hours for every cracker to get it. All right. They hacked that thing down to the nitty gritty. They got everything, every file. They probably ran every cheat on it. They're like, oh man, everything works. This is sweet, dude. I created a new cheat. Look at this. Sweet business. All right. Steam DB records show that the new bill had the Denuvo anti-tamper protection back in place and was released 14 hours later. But obviously the damage was already done, and it's unlikely people playing the newly piratable version of Gotham Knights can participate in the game's multiplayer. Like they give a damn! A focal point of the loot-based brawler, and pirates won't be able to enjoy future patch fixes or content updates. They'll probably have free run of the single-player campaign now, though. That's all they want. They just want to play the single player. They get through it. Free game. Like, they don't lose. Like, they're like, oh, the pirates didn't get it. Aha, no, they won. They got the game. They didn't lose in this. All right, so Denuvo protection is controversial among PC users in part because it limits how they can store and play the game. It's also largely believed to negatively affect the performance of PC games that use it. Often the DRM is removed by the game publishers weeks or months after launch, especially if and when it's eventually cracked by hackers. Rarely does it get dropped by accident and then restored. Yeah, that's definitely.
Can you dig it, sucker?
It's like, oh snap, we forgot the protection. Everybody hacked it. Let's put it back on. Yay. Nah, it don't work like that. Everybody got the game, sucker. Okay, so of course, the bigger issue for Gotham Knights is that it's simply not that good, especially for a game that's been in development for many years. It's one of the first $70 new gen exclusive titles and is clearly inspired by the much better Arkham trilogy of Batman games. While it's not clear of what new content Warner Brothers Montreal might have in store down the line, it is promising a much bigger performance update in the near future. And then it talks about the patch where it's aimed at, the frames per second, and yada, yada, yada. We don't give a shit about all that, right? So let's get to it. You know, I want to go ahead and humor everything for this one. I want to humor everything for this one. The margaritas is hitting me too, so let's get to it. Let's see. So we got, from what I've heard, they did it on purpose. At least someone downloaded it now. Hey, so my man Raina Bonnick. So let's discuss that, man. Let's break that down, man. Margarita mix his own, right? Margarita mix his own. No, let me stop. So if that's the case, if they did it on purpose, what would be the benefit? Now, the benefit is, one, the game tanked, right? Released, tanked. It sucks. Everybody's complaining about it. That seems to be a common theme for games nowadays, so I would not worry about that so much. But let's just say game release, you know, so many problems. People just say, hey, it's a terrible game, tanks. They then say, we're going to push out an update, you know, fast. Like, hey, we're getting this update out right away. We're sorry, guys. They put out an update. When you rush a lot of things, it is possible to forget Denuvo protection. I'm not sure the process of game development, but I do know it's a lot of different steps to have, like, from what you're working on all the way into a finished product. It's a lot of steps involved in that, different things. You don't just draw a character and it's in the game. It's a process to get it in there. It's a process in how it's updated as well. Assets, you know, a lot of things. You got different palettes. You got so much different things that vary that I definitely understand how you can forget protection. Okay, I can understand that. But if it did happen on purpose, you would put the game in more people's hands, right? So more people would have it. So more people would be able to play it because now, you know, they're able to enjoy it. I would agree. The problem is, why do you put it back? That's my question. Why do you put it back if that's the case? If you do it on purpose, why do you put it back? Because now you're also going to be blocking all of them out from the online side of things. So it's not like you're having these more people join this multiplayer environment to possibly spend in the ecosystem. You're not doing that. You're blocking them out from that. So you're giving them single player campaign only. So they're just going to be playing that. If anything, I think they might play that and not want to buy the game. Or, what if they released it knowing that majority of people that play the game and finish the game tend to want to play the multiplayer? Might lead to them buying the game. No, I doubt that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because pirates don't do that shit. Like pirates don't think like that. I'm gonna keep it honest. Pirates don't think like that. They pirate the game. They want to play it for free. We don't think. As a matter of fact, that is more of a reason why they're not gonna pay for it. Because the first thing they're gonna think is, why am I gonna pay for the game and I can't carry over my progress? I have a pirated version. It's not gonna carry over. I have to re-download all the game files. Hell no, they're not doing that. No, they're not doing that either. So that's not even a possibility. So I don't think that. So I don't know. I heard that too, though. I heard that too, that they did it on purpose. So let's say, bam, didn't do it on purpose. They forgot the DRM on there. How bad does it hurt them? I don't think it really hurts them much. Gotham Knights, from what I've seen, looks like a pretty good title. I don't think it hurts them because 14 hours later, you got out an update that's pretty quick. You are blocking people off from the multiplayer side of things. Everybody wants to play multiplayer. Okay, the pirates don't mind taking what they got. So for all the pirates out there, shout y'all out. Shout out the pirates. I'm not even mad at the pirates. Bootleg gang. I'm not even mad at them because a lot of people, it's a lot of people wouldn't be catching these pay-per-views and all these good fights. Some people wanted to watch Jake Paul. They couldn't watch Jake Paul. They called a stream. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch it, by the way, because Jake Paul got to fight somebody real. He got to fight somebody real. I'm not watching it. But he's definitely, man, I looked at him years ago to now. He's definitely nice, though. He's getting better. But he ain't the real deal. Like, you gotta start fighting dudes your age. All right. Fight somebody your age or younger. Okay. And that's it. That's the way that goes. But nonetheless, I want to go to some of the chats here. So now, he said, I was just kidding, but I heard it's bad. Somebody else, Reigns of Onyx, it's bad. Joshua Drake, my man Joshua Drake, the game sucks. Yo.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Can you dig it, sucker? The game sucks. So if the game sucks, who really cares, right? DRM removed. You're probably better off. Actually, this probably helped you out. I'm probably right. Maybe they did do it on purpose. Hell, maybe they knew their game wasn't going to make any money. They put it up there to give some PR for themselves. There you go. That's a reason. You can give yourself PR. You actually could do this on purpose. Then you could actually put out a statement of what you did. And that makes news. See? That's the way they might do it on purpose. Now your game. Because guess what? I wasn't talking about Gotham Knights not that long ago. Okay. Now we thinking. Okay. See, thank you for that. Y'all appreciate it. See, y'all got me thinking. That's why I like talking through it with y'all. Y'all got me thinking through some great scenarios. Outside of that, if the game sucks, I don't see much, developing. They fixed it. It's patched. Not much else going on. Reuse fighting mechanics and etc. Oh, man. Stop it. Yo, so my last piece, we're going to go ahead and do this before we move on, because this next one is very delicious, very taste your fingers. And we're going through the show at a great, y'all killing it, man. Y'all killing it. Yo, I got to give y'all, man, giving y'all an air horn, man. What other sounds I got? Yeah, I'm telling y'all killing it, man. Y'all watching the show, and I'm going to move on to the next topic, but it was just so sentimental the way you stayed with me through, to this part of the show. Yeah. Man, I swear you can put me on any beat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just kill it. Fast beat. But anyways, to everybody out there, if you do play this game, enjoy it. I love anything that's related to anything DC, Marvel, anime, animation. I'm all over all of that, man. So shout out. All right.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yo, my man, Reigns. I got you, Reigns. I got you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and post one. And a matter of fact, it's going to be nice, Reigns. I'm going to repost these and make sure your comments show. Because I'd like to have everybody be shown on multiple platforms. My man, Joe Reigns. I got all y'all. I love it. So let's go ahead and move on. My man, Joe said DC all the way. Yo, hold up, Joe. Hold up. Oh, man, we got to talk. Who won it? Marvel, let's go. Nah, I don't know. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I ain't going to fight. I love DC too, man. I'm just talking shit. But one thing I will say is I am Ooh, that is a tough one, man. I'm a big Batman fan. But at the same time, X-Men was something I was raised on. That animated cartoon that used to come on Saturdays, they don't know about that. They don't know about that. Okay, the youngins don't know. It was Saturday about noontime. The X-Men cartoon used to come on. It was the animated cartoon. Oh, see, y'all with me. That Joker was slamming every episode from beginning. Now, I ain't gonna lie, they had a couple slaw episodes, but it was just so many. It was fire. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm just messing around, man. DC is good. And yo, Black Adam, you're right. I just read a couple articles about Black Adam. You're right, coming through. Rock is representing. Rock is the man. It's the man. Yes, X-Man, WB11. You're right. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm just running my mouth. Now we're gonna get to it. This one is something I definitely got to discuss. Okay, here we go. Change the images. Barca Braca. Okay, ooh, that picture is big behind me. Ooh, look at them eyes. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Look at those eyes behind me, staring into my soul. Feel like I'm getting smaller. Y'all, this is something I want to discuss. I have a very passionate feeling for this one. Something I didn't discuss originally for weeks, and I'm going to discuss now. All right. Zach, oh man, Zach, what's going on, man? Where you been, man? Where you been? We here, man. It's good. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, Zach. When you come in, long time, short time, don't matter. When you're here, you're here. It's all love anytime. Anytime. So, and my man Josh Drake, she's capping. Big Cat. We gonna call her nickname should be Big Cat. You know what I mean? Because she was super capping. Okay. I'm glad I did not cover this. I'm so happy I did not cover it. I'm just gonna say what I know about it, because I actually tuned out of the news when I first started hearing about it, because it just didn't feel 100%. It was something about it. I was like, this don't smell right, man. Let me leave this one alone. So if you notice, guys, for weeks, you have not heard me say one word about the Bayonetta 3 voice actor. You ain't heard me say one word. Okay. What is that? Helena Taylor? Helen Taylor. I don't even know if I got it spelled correctly. You know, hey, I'm not. Chill out. I'm drinking margaritas here. Okay. But Bayonetta 3 voice actor Helena Taylor is catching a lot of backlash right now. And I remember when she very first came out talking about the pay that voice actors got in video games, which was alarming to me, because I'm a person. Let me move my drink away, because damn, this drink sounds good. But I'm a person that I interview developers. I interview a lot of them, and a lot of things we hear is them taking time, not getting paid. You know, just personal time to give extra work. And it's because, you know, a lot of people say, why do developers do it? You guys need to just not work, or just get paid, or just have a union, or just do this. It's easier said than done. Everything has a beginning. Like if you think, I love basketball, there wasn't always a players association for the NBA. You know, there were certain things that need to be put in place, certain things that people fought for. And then things came about. Unions come in place in businesses. These things always come later. They don't start right at the beginning. Okay. They usually come because discrepancies happen. They feel like things are not just. And so they form unions, and that's what happens. So this same thing I do believe will happen in game development, just hasn't happened yet. And it will go on to voice actors and more individuals who have any input on the video game. But this one here hit home for one specific reason, because she spoke about the low pay. She spoke about getting $4,000 for being the voice actor for Bayonetta 3. Okay. Let's say that. Now, y'all might say $4,000. You know what some people say? What does she do? I think someone should say, what does she do for $4,000? That's a good question. Some other people would say it don't even matter. She could have spoke one word. If you're using my voice forever in a video game for eternity, I need to be paid more. Well, let me explain something to you, right? That's also your benefit that the game lives on forever. Guess what? When you go to another developer or, other job opportunities, you can now say, I've done work on this video game. It's part of your portfolio. So it also works in your favor. So you can't get double paid for something that's also going to work in your favor. All right. You got to look at it from the business side. But this is where she screwed up. Helena Taylor did not get paid $4,000 overall. She got paid $4,000 per session. Yes, she was paid $4,000 per session. So each time she came into the session, she got $4,000, which is something she also admitted, by the way. So when you misled everyone to say you only got paid $4,000, when were you going to tell them that was a session? Huh? Helena, when were you going to tell them that? See, when you try to do good and then you actually lie, that's why cancel culture feeds on shit. This is why. Because cancel culture wants to stop certain things that they feel like, oh my goodness, this is just so wrong. I would never do such a thing. So they jump on things like this. And as long as things like this continue to happen, they will continue to feed. Helena, when you put out that post and you said you got $4,000 overall, that was a lie because you did not get $4,000 overall. You got $4,000 per session. You could have had the same post with the same effect without saying that, but you knew the rise you would get out of saying $4,000. You know what? I could come on, a live stream and go to a store and curse out a 6-year-old. I go viral. Just because things are available, you don't do it. Reminds me of an old story that a guy on Call of Duty once told me, and I know people are saying Call of Duty, Nick. Let's be honest, but trust me, this guy was wise. I could feel it. So on the other side, this guy said to me, this is back when Call of Duty had Juggernaut. I don't know if you remember the original Modern Warfare. Juggernaut was it's crazy. You could shoot a guy with 20 bullets. He's still running. So this guy is playing with him. He's shooting these kids. They're not dying. They keep killing them. He gets pissed. He said, oh, you guys are bitches. You guys are bitches because you use Juggernaut. You guys are bitches. You use Juggernaut. And I'm like, where's he going with this? You know what I mean? But he kept saying it. We lose. We get to the lobby, right? We're talking. So he says, I'm going to tell you why you guys are bitches. And they go, no, shut up, you old ass man. It's in the game, dude. You sound old, dumb. And guess what? If something's in the game, why would they put it in the game if they didn't want you to use it? You sound very stupid. Sit down, have several seats, old man. That's what they told this guy. You know what he said? He said, I'm going to teach you guys something. I have a sister that I take care of upstairs. She's elderly. She's old. He said, I wake up, I got to get her something to eat. I got to make her breakfast. I got to help her to the bathroom. I have to bring her back, lay down, and I have to make sure she's washed up. I do everything for her. He said, I can go upstairs right now and beat the living shit out of her. But I don't because I'm not a bitch. So just because options are available to you doesn't mean you always take them. That story has sat with me for years. It is so true. Just because things are available to you doesn't mean you just take them. Helena, just because you knew $4,000 would get you a rise, you don't do it. You don't. Tell the truth. You got paid $4,000 per session. But that ain't the worst. Miss Taylor then dug herself deeper.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it. Let's go ahead and pull it up on screen now and see what she has done. Ex-Bayonetta actress asks fans to donate boycott money to anti-abortion group. Now, this is one thing I'm gonna say to that. Before we even get into this article, I have not, went through this. A lot of this I gathered from the story as it was coming along. But I want to say, I really don't have any political approach to abortion or anti-abortion. I am one of those guys that I probably fall in the middle of everything. Okay, I like to call every scenario individually. There's one scenario where I think hell no, and then the same scenario could happen again, and I can say hell yeah. It's a lot of different contexts that plays with me. So that's just me, right? All right, and shout out my man Eric. Eric, I seen you tuned in. Tune in. And yo, Magnus, thank you. It's a true story. And I don't even know who the old dude was. You know what I mean? It's a very true story. But I don't care. Anti-abortion, abortion, whatever. But the problem for Helena Taylor here is that you gain so many people, right, from your statements. And your statements of being, underpaid resonated with so many who are underpaid, that there are many people who felt your story, who wanted to donate, who wanted to give the most they could to support your movement. And then some of these people don't support anti-abortion, and some of your donations go to that. So I honestly say, Helena, you're catching heat, but that's shame on them. They got to start researching where people give their money. Okay. Like Joshua Drake, my man, donate here, right? I have Magnus donate here. I think Eric, Joe, everybody that put in work here. Okay. Anybody, you need a shirt? You know what I mean? I give shirts out. Can I give you a wrench or something? Can I, whatever I can do, because you're helping me. Hell, we a family. That's how we do it. But in this case, they wasn't feeling what she did with that money. So let's go ahead and read the article. Whoa, buddy. How did that? I don't know what I just did. Okay, let's pull it. Whoa, hold up. I got to pull all my screens back up now. Okay, we good. Let me. All right. Okay. I hit the one that brings all the windows down. You know how that go. Good thing I'm not one of those dudes that be hacking, and had a hacker screen on the other side. I love those videos, by the way, where they catch the hacker. She's like, I wasn't hacking that. Who installed Clara? So the former voice of Bayonetta has gone from calling out bad pay for gaming industry talent to plugging the controversial anti-abortion group Billboards for Life. This all started out with her boycott of Bayonetta 3 after misleading fans about her removal from the project. She's now urging them to take the money they would have spent on the Switch game's release and give it to charitable causes instead, including the Kentucky-based nonprofit whose sole mission is to blanket cities and towns with giant signs aimed at guilting and shaming would-be parents. My posts have hit a nerve with people, she tweeted. Low pay resonates not just in the gaming industry, but the wider world beyond and all over the planet. To donate your boycott money, there are many small local charities that need your help. While Taylor suggested traditional charitable causes like giving to food banks and organizations helping homeless people, she also promoted 14 organizations she had directly contributed to in the past. Okay, so she gave her own recommendations, right? And by the way, guys, I read these articles and I drink along the whole show. Okay, so your tongue get numb and it starts to, so y'all better be. I'm reading pretty damn good if I say something. So, whoa, hold on. I don't want to look at that picture yet. Let's give it a second. Okay, we're gonna look at that picture in a second. That was actually one of the anti-abortion ads. Okay, so oh, that's gonna be good. Here are the 14 that I donated 100% of my video game conference autograph signing fees to. If you need some inspiration, bam, and she put them all down there. All right, boom, 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 boom. List it up. Pets for Lead. She laid them all out, right? These included the Student Pizza Fund for London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. That sounds very nice. I'm gonna say this. Even if you were stealing the money for that, it sounds beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be getting money all year round because all you have to do is say, hey, we're donating for the Student Pizza Fund. Oh, here you go. Right. So, but also Billboards for Life, whose roadside propaganda features artistic recreations of fetuses praying and quotes like, I could dream before I was born. Taylor was promptly ratioed. Your post hit a nerve with people because you deliberately misrepresented the entire situation, responded the random. And I got to call him the random because when you get mentioned in an article and they don't even call you by your name, that's disrespectful. Okay, y'all need to call that man by his name. He ain't one person, but he could come back and sue or something. You're right. He can face backlash. You're right. My bad. That and one of those charities is anti-abortion, responded another. I didn't have Bayonetta's original voice actor is kind of a turd on my bingo sheet this year, but here we are. Ooh, that was kind of a turd. So let's look at this ad. Let's take a look at this ad. Let's pull this up. Let's take a good look at this. This is the ad that they show. It's an anti-abortion ad. Now, like I mentioned, you lay where you lay. You lie where you lie. That's what I say. So if you're anti-abortion, you're anti-abortion. If this right here, though, is like, man, they throwing it in your face. All right. I could dream before I was born. So when I was that little circle, I had a brain. I had a function. That's what they're trying to say. Billboards for life. And that is a big billboard. That is one of those that you ride down the highway, which, by the way, guys, travel. If you guys don't travel the highway from state to state, I suggest you do so because so many hundreds of thousands of cars pass by billboards like this daily. All right. So the former Bayonetta voice actress became a mini internet hero earlier this month when she revealed she was no longer working on the series because of the insulting pay she was offered to continue playing the titular star. In several videos that went viral, she called on fans to boycott developer Platinum Games for only offering her a flat rate of $4,000. Caught in the crossfire was Jennifer Hale, who was a new lady who came in, all right, who was then harassed for replacing Taylor. Bloomberg, shout out Bloomberg, later reported that Taylor was actually offered closer to $4,000 per session, with the total pay for the project being closer to 15 Rakaroshis. 15 stacks. You wasn't going to say that. Negotiations with Platinum reportedly only broke down after she refused to budge on higher pay and residuals from future sales. While Taylor denied ever demanding a six-figure sum for the project, she ultimately confirmed that the $4,000 number referenced in the original video was for a brief cameo after she'd already been replaced by Hale, rather than voicing for the entire project as she originally led fans to believe. Okay. Even prior to today's promotion of Billboards for Life, Taylor had come under scrutiny by some fans over who she followed on Twitter and what she tweets. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right there before I even go any further. I do not like that right there. I do not like that. Okay. I do not like that. I do not like that. I don't like when, people believe there's a whole, I'll go back into your tweet history. I'll go back into your old posts. I'll pull things up and we'll get you canceled. I don't believe in that. I don't think people should be held to things they did in the past. Yes, it might show some character flaws, but people can change. People can be frustrated and put something up overnight and forget about it. There's a lot of different things. I come from the time where the internet was wide open. You can get on AOL and just look for anyone, any age, any sex. And it was simple as that. You could find them and talk with people who are online. So being how things are developing now, it's kind of different. It's different for me. That's all I got to say. So even prior to today's promotion of Billboards for Life, Taylor had come under scrutiny by some fans she followed on Twitter on what she tweets and liked. Regardless of Taylor's beliefs and behavior, the right is, or damn, what the hell? Who wrote this? The is right that the story. Yo, who wrote the is right at the story? Hold on, man. I gotta, before I say this can't be. All right, Ethan, man, come on, Ethan. We can't do that, Ethan. I know it's an honest mistake. I make those mistakes too, so I can't just, front. But Ethan, who learned you how to spoke? I told you a question, Ethan. Nah, I'm stop playing. Ethan, he got great articles too. And by the way, this is the but Taylor's beliefs and behaviors, and is the right of the story. I don't know, but low pay in games and beyond resonates with people. Not just voice talent, but developers across the industry often face uneven pay and exploitative working conditions. Boycotting a particular game is unlikely to fix that, but unions might. Nice, well said. Now bring me back up on full screen. Bring me back up on full screen. Let me get to the chat too. Make sure I ain't missing nothing on the chat. Okay, my man. Now look, see. There you go. I have 6 kids, and one was a vasectomy baby. I love my kids. So, see what I mean? This is something that falls deep, okay? That falls deep with a lot of people. There are people who are going to stand for everything she's donating for. There are people who honestly believe this is a good thing that she's doing by donating, and she's catching heat for it. And then you got another side that says, cancel her, get her out of here. How is she donating my money to anti-abortion? Anything. So this is why, Helena Taylor, I will tell you, when you want to fall in line on a political stance, I do believe you should make that political stance first before the offering. Okay, now if you made your stance first, and if it was clear, and I don't know, I haven't gone through the tweets. Some people have went through previous tweets, they say, so they may have brought that up. Okay, they may show this is where she always have stood, and people didn't pay attention to it. So that's why I said I can't really blame her for people donating, and she's spending the money how she feels the need to. If you give $100, she might not give you 100 of your dollars to the anti-abortion group. She might give $10 there. So, you know, you give your money to someone, you got to let them do what they're going to do. You can't complain about what they do with it afterwards. That is a learning lesson for you, the individual. Okay, so I can't really say nothing about her, but I will say this. When politics are involved, be very careful, because you fell on the line of low pay that resonates with so many people that there are going to be people on the both lines of this issue. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But nonetheless, she capped on the 4,000, and that's what we're going to rely on. That's where I lie with you. You capped on the 4,000. If you want to come on Nick Moses 05 Gaming Podcast, be my guest, I would love to hear your side of the story. We can talk about it. You know what I mean? We ain't got to do no book signing and all that. You can come on. We can pre-record it. We can do all that. Okay, because you know, you might need that. You might need to have other people hear your side of the story, because there may be something deeper to why you said 4,000. Maybe there was a whole plan behind it. Okay? I don't know. But I'm going to just say that. Okay? I'm going to just leave it at that. All right. So, my man, I got an abortion bill. I didn't know the connection. An abortion bill. Yo, and I'm going to say this, man. That's my thing. And Range Onyx, I appreciate that. Let's just say this. Nobody here on the Nick Moses 05 Gaming Podcast is showing any political affiliations to any group or any beliefs. Are all just, what do they call it on South Park? This is all fictional. There we go. Oh, God. We got to roll with it. Did you know gaming? What's up, man? What's up? I see you. Did you know in the house? You know. So let's go ahead and move on. But I'm going to just give my last word on this, because I do like to give last words. And I want to get to the Red Ring of Death next, because that's going to be the best stuff. I love it. I don't even have articles for the Red Ring of Death. I just have it all up here. Okay? Like everything I already had, gonna talk about, gonna go through everything. Okay? It's already done. So nonetheless, last thing I want to say for this is that this is one where she's going to be dealing with this for a long time. And she can bounce back. Everybody can bounce back in today's day and age. This thing that people are canceled and they go, oh, I'm depressed and I wanted to hurt myself. If you get to the point where you do get depressed and you want to hurt yourself based on things that are being said and heard for social media, I promise you the best solution is to turn off your social media altogether. If you cannot take the heat, get out the kitchen. Turn off your social media altogether, because if a crackhead wants to stop smoking crack, I guarantee you it's a lot easier if you don't put the crack in the corner of the room, right? Get the crack out the house. I'm sure it'd be a lot easier. So same thing. If you can't handle it, don't get on there. Other than that, if you're gonna take money at the same time, you got to take the backlash that come with it. I have many backlash. I ain't even gonna. Let me just go ahead and make sure I'm looking at this right because I want to see myself. Oh, the chat. There we go. See, that's what it was, right? So I remember some dude came on here and put on the chat. He was like, chicken, watermelon. He gave me every black stereotype that was. Low budget, ghetto, hoopty, diamond in the back, drill music, electric sliding, afro, fisted pick. He gave me it all. Cocoa butter smelling. In the chat. He was right in the chat. Dude just came in. I'm telling you, I get it all the time. I laughed, bro. Now, of course, we do got people in the chat who quickly gave him the MoFam escalated ass booting of his life. But, it's funny. I don't get off and be like, man, you see that guy? Oh, gosh, he tore me. Nah, man, it was actually, I laughed. I remember it. It is funny. I have it happen, bro. I can take punches. I come from a different era, right? Hey, bro, I'm headed out, taking a line on the day. Appreciate you. Yo, Reigns of Honest, do your thing. Like I said, you ain't even, you know what? When you leave, you ain't even got, I appreciate the holler because that's actually very courteous of you. I don't usually get people to be courteous like that. I don't know what to say, but you can go ahead, man. Appreciate it. Do your thug dizzle, man. Do your thug dizzle. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and get on to this Xbox 360. Now, this is one that I've been wanting to get to because I know everybody probably tuning in right now knows about it. Let's pull it up. Bam. So, yeah, Red Ring of Death. Yo, I want to say this and talk about this, and this really goes out to a lot of the people who are, how can I say it? The younger gamers. There we go. The younger gamers. The gamers who are not familiar with the Red Ring of Death. I really want to bring this up, and this is something I brought up on my own. I wanted to ask everyone, especially those who have dealt with repairing. Some people have dealt with, just playing the system, working on the system. But the Red Ring of Death, I think, to this day, is the biggest hardware failure for any console to date. Right? And that's just me. Okay? I think, it's my own personal opinion. Excellent. The worst to date. There's, I remember PlayStation 3s, I think, there were certain failure rates, and there's always going to be a failure rate for systems that are released. People don't expect, systems to be laying certain ways, stood up certain ways, playing for a period of times. It takes a lot of testing for that. And I know people think like, oh, how could you miss that in testing? Oh, you're so terrible. Well, a lot of times when you go through testing, you don't get to test in certain conditions, or you test it in one condition and don't go outside of that. And that causes a problem as well. So in this case, the Xbox 360, for those who don't know, Xbox 360 is probably one of the greatest consoles that have ever come out ever. I will say that because let me clarify a couple things. Okay. If you haven't modified, it was just so many things you could do. And I remember the original Xbox, so many things you can do. And when you opened up the Xbox 360, so many things. But the Red Ring of Death was something that everybody dealt with. Yo, moms, dads, children, everybody. So I want to ask everybody in the chat, did everybody that had an Xbox 360 have a Red Ring of Death? I would ask that first. You know what my answer would be? Yes. Every single human being first had an Xbox 360, may not have it now, or has had an Xbox 360, has had a Red Ring of Death. Okay? Everybody. Now, my man Reigns Honest, he got a good comment there. So I got red rings and didn't see my Xbox for 4 months. Microsoft gave me a year ago and 10,000 Microsoft points to make up for it. My PlayStation buddies made fun of me till they say sorry. Have a good night. Man, my dude, shout you out, man. And nice comment. I will agree. I will agree. My man Magnus said X clamp. He know about that X clamp. Okay, but sending your system in was something people were doing frequently. Now, Reigns of Onyx, he sent the system in. He sent it in, right? He sent it into Microsoft. They held the system. It took about 4 months, but he got it back. He got Xbox Live, and you got 10,000 Microsoft points. I'm not going to lie. That's a beautiful deal, but you lost the system for 4 months due to a failure on their part. So, Reigns, you're a good one because, see, I come from the I'm just going to tear it up trying to fix my own stuff. And if the worst happens, I do a Wally swap. You know what I mean? I was Wally swapping back then. Hard. You know what I mean? My system messed up. Wally swap. And for those who do not know what a Wally swap is, let me clarify. A Wally swap is when you have something purchased from Walmart, okay? And you swap out your old crap and take it up to Walmart and return it in. Yes, and get your money back. Yeah, okay, there's serial numbers and some things. If you're not hip to the game, you're not hip. And I'm not here to educate you. Okay, I gave you the game is to be sold, not to be told. I gave you enough juice. But that's the Wally swap, right? So my system messed up back Wally swapping. But yo, I read this thing called the towel trick. Oh my goodness. Y'all, who remembers the towel trick? Now, guys, I want y'all to know, before I ever opened up my Xbox 360, I tested this thing called the towel trick. I had a red ring of death. This was, right at the beginning. Wally swap. One thing about a Wally swap is you need the cash up front, okay? And I ain't had a cash up front. I ain't even gonna cap. And I was a little low on fun, so I couldn't do no Wally swap. Wally swap wasn't happening. I got rent. I got kids. Nah. Okay. So I got the red ring of death. It was send your system in. I'm like, damn, Nick, you didn't even register your system when you bought it. Ah, man, what are you doing? You can register it now. You go look to register. What? I don't fall under warranty. Oh, man, it was just so many terrible things in this situation. It was just bad. So I had to fix it myself. So I seen this thing called the towel trick. So I watched the video. This YouTube was popping back then. Okay, YouTube was popping. I want to say this was back in, man, damn, this is so far back, 2005. Yo, I'm old as hell, but it was like 2005, something like that, right? So I seen the video, and this dude was like, yo, you just wrap your towel up, man. You want to make sure that you tuck the towel in tight. I got a couple towels. This dude got like 20 towels. He was just wrapping it. I'm like, damn, he wrapping it like a hot potato, right? So then he's like, oh, and he has to, point where he can turn it on. So he turns it on, and the system's on. He's like, yeah, you're going to go ahead and leave it for about, 10 to 15 minutes or overheat, and you'll come back and you unwrap it. So then, man, they show the video cuts. He comes back. He unwraps it. It's a blinking light for overheating. One light. I believe it's the bottom left light. If that one's blinking, I think that means overheating. So it blinks, it overheated. You take it off, you unwrap everything. He says, let it cool down, right? You let it sit there. And then next thing you know, after it cools completely down, you turn it back on, it works. Now, the funny thing? It actually worked. But everybody now knows the reason of why it worked. It was actually bad manufacturing on the boards. Just the way the boards were. There were X clamps, which is something Magnus mentioned. A lot of people right away would get their system and remove the X clamps. I forgot the screw size. It was like an M4 screw or something like that they would actually put in place. They would get like a nylon and a metal washer instead. And this would be a fix. A lot of people no longer had the issue. There were some people that still had the issue because of the flexing of the board. A lot of people had their systems laying flat, and over time, the heat would cause flexing of the board. And for those who are not familiar, flexing means bending. If the board's bending, of course, that's not good. So you would get red ring of death. There were people who had their system standing up. I'm not sure if it varied, the red ring of death, if your system was standing up. But people would have their, wrapped up systems in this towel. And what you were doing is you were just heating the solder back together for a moment. Oh, things work great for a moment. And then it happens again. And guess what? You towel trick it. And it stops working again. And it only gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter until the towel trick no longer works. And then you're repairing your system. So I want to talk about that because there are a lot of people complaining nowadays about the games that are being released and how shitty they are, as you have a right to do so. There are a lot. But understand, there are older gamers who come from a time where our systems didn't work. And for the kiddos out there, if you're not buying a system, your mama, your daddy buy it, right? So you don't know what it's like to spend $300, $400, $500 on a system that fails you. And not only just fails you, you start wondering, is it something you did? And that's what pisses you off even more. Is it because, like, damn, did I play it too much? Did I not keep it cool enough? Was there something I did? And then you get to looking and see it's actually Microsoft failed us. So I want to speak on that because I want everybody to know that this era of gaming was one of the harsh, most saddest, happiest moments ever in gaming. And I want to shout out everybody who's part of it. And that's it. So we can go ahead and last but not least, we got the last but not least. This is the last thing. Okay. And y'all see it. Y'all know I got to bring it up. And I got to shout out a couple people. Switch that damn image. Switch that image. It's time to get, I say, the best for last. It's time to turn up, man. Get my sounds going. Don't play with me. Yo, hold up. Since I'm about to end this, yo. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, y'all. I've been playing. If y'all don't know, I went from like one night was like, I'm decent. Okay, I had a couple. To the next night, kicking ass. Yo, I'm talking about, I was going so nice. I had plays of the game. Yo, let's stop even talking about it. Let's get to the news, man. I got so much to cover for Call of Duty. I don't even know where the hell to start. Okay. Hell, where do I start? Burger King. All right. Let's go through it all. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go through all the Call of Duty news quickly. Call of Duty has a skin that you only get from Burger King if you buy a combo. Not everywhere, but there are people paying half the damn price of even the game for this skin. That's how dope Modern Warfare 2 is. Now, I'm not going to lie, you're dumb as hell because I don't give a damn who my skin is. I'm going to put my foot in your ass regardless of the skin of my character. So you can go ahead and pay for that. I will never, ever, 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 ever give a damn about the skin on my character. I come from that era, okay, where my normal operator is the best. And I'm going to kick your ass with it. And any skin I get is going to be off my own ass kickings that I'm doing. All right. So that's one thing. So I had to get that out. Now, the next thing, one thing I want to say too is that I know this. A big thing was crossplay. A lot of people were pissed with Modern Warfare 2 because they could not disable crossplay on the Xbox version. Now, I want you guys to know, it's not that you can't turn off crossplay. They just don't have the independent option directly in Modern Warfare 2. Okay, you can disable that. I do believe there's like some online safety setting, and if it is in Modern Warfare 2, maybe they updated, but I know at one point it wasn't. I believe you go through the Xbox settings and you turn it off through that way, where you don't play with anyone else outside of the Xbox Live. Right, so that stops you from playing with PC players and PlayStation players, but you're gonna have a longer queue time. You guys know how that goes, right? What else is there? Oh, also, my dude, MGR, he usually be here. Micro Gaming Repairs. Shout out Micro Gaming Repairs, man.
Can you dig it?
I don't give out a lot of those, MGR. I don't give out a lot of those, but MGR, shout my man out. MGR hit me up and said, yo, you want Call of Duty? Yo, I'll play with you. He went ahead and threw me I said, yo, we gonna get on. All right. MGR probably messaged me about an hour later and said, yo, I'm sticking to single player. 1 hour later, man, MGR said, yo, I'm sticking to single player. I don't like the current state that it's in. And I feel him. To me, I love it. I'm going to say this all. It's the best Call of Duty ever, by the way, to me, best ever. But my man didn't like it. He said he hated it. He's going to stick to single player. He don't like the current state of everything in multiplayer. One big thing he mentioned was hardcore. Hardcore mode is not there. There is an update that's coming where hardcore mode will be introduced. For me, I've never been a fan of hardcore mode. I don't mind shooting a dude with a bunch of bullets and riding and hiding and all that. Okay, even though I play hardcore mode, it's, you know, it's fun. I like playing it too, but it's not a deal breaker for me. So, nonetheless, that was his gripe. You know, a lot of people got the same one. Okay, hardcore mode's not there. They ditching it. Okay, so he said I'm single player. By the way, the single player, you gonna be sad. Single player. Nah, the single player type, it's decent, man. Depending on what you like, but I expected a lot more, especially with the impact that the Modern Warfare 2 campaign had the first go round. Oh man, it is such a letdown on that. So that's another thing. Outside of that, man, we can keep going. The settings, if you see the robust settings inside of the game, you will not find anything you're looking for. I suggest there is a search button. You can type in there what you need to search for. It works a lot easier that way. What I did is, and I suggest everyone just do that, go through every single option. I mean, go through audio, go through graphics, because I can tell you in audio, there's certain options that help you for listening better. In graphics, there's certain options that help you for seeing better. Also, you have controller. There's certain options for shooting better, you know, moving better. You got just gameplay. It's so many different mechanics in these options. So I suggest everybody go through every single option, because I'm going to tell you, when I played that first night and I was getting my ass whooped, I came back the next night. And guess what? I'm not going to lie. It took me 30 minutes to fine tune my options. No lie, bro. That's ridiculous, to be honest, to fine tune. But it took me 30 minutes, and that's all inside of the options. I never left the options. 30 minutes to fine tune everything, because it's so many different options. And I can imagine PC players with graphics. You got field of view. You got so many different, you know, dead zones. It is so many. So it took me 30 minutes. But right after that, I came back in. The gameplay was sick. Oh, now I'm boom, slide, boom. And you know, this another thing, the sliding and the diving mechanic, they kind of have it is terrible. There is options in there to change that. You can separate them. You can do different things, one priority over the other. Definitely take a look into that. Now, let me see if there's anything else I'm forgetting. You know, I mentioned about the crossplay. A lot of people are pissed at that because, believe it or not, there are cheaters already. All right, busting ass, kicking ass, taking names. Okay. I got so many. Modern Warfare, communication issues. There we go. That's another one. We have people with communication issues. That is something else I've also heard. That's an article that I've seen as well. What else? Damn, there's so much more. There was maps that are missing. There were certain maps that were mentioned in different articles or videos that were not shown in the game. I am being told that is DLC, or it's either coming in a season pass. So if you don't have the season pass, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't going to get any season passes. This might be the one, y'all. For me, I might. Hey, y'all know me, man. I say that, but this might be the one. I'm sorry. I love it, bro. I love it. Like, this is Battlefield who? Oh man, look, we got lots of patches. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it up, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. Lots of patches needed. I'm gonna be honest, it ain't even need no patch for me. I was on there like, hey, you can leave it at its current state. Best thing out flying right now. Okay, you know what I mean? I tell you, I'm a fanboy for real. I was just playing. I'm like, yo, this is. I was just playing a second ago. Oh my god, the game is ridiculous, man, ridiculous. But you're right. Every single release is going to need patches. One thing a lot of people seem to forget is that these games are being released under pressure. So which means there are certain investors and there are sponsors that are looking to cash in, and they are waiting to cash in. And in order for them to cash in, the game has to be released. So they have a time frame, because rollout is important. And I know some people would say, oh, I'd rather you just wait and then release us with a great game. But guess what? Sometimes the rollout doesn't work. for the other people in line with that, other sponsors, other companies. You know, you have this where Call of Duty has a skin being released. What if Call of Duty, oh, we're going to release later, and Burger King says, oh, but we have all these things manufactured already for the release of your game that's going to be released now 2 months later or 3 months later. That changes things. So a lot of times these rollouts have to be straightforward. So I understand that part. Another thing, they disabled attachment tuning for a bit. If you had 5 or more attachments tuned on your, I think it's on your gun, something would happen where I think none of them would work. All right. So that's one of the things he mentioned about the patches. That is correct. That is an issue that needs a patch. Thinking of issues that you mentioned, patches, thinking of patches. Like, that's how you know I'm on the game, bro. I'm sitting there flying through all these different things in my head. Another one, there was a glitch, and I'm trying to think the specifics of it, but it was, ping. There was a glitch with pinging. A lot of people are used to pinging, you know, enemies and things like that. If you pinged the enemy and died, you could see them for the entire remainder of the match. Fire glitch. Juicing it. Oh, I see where you at. Yay, it's a glitch. They put it in the game. I might as well use it. That old man would have had fun with me on that. But you know, that was one glitch. That's another. Just thinking different things. Yo, the campaign, the cinematics are beautiful. They look beautiful, man. This is actually probably, I looked at a lot of video games and the cinematics. It is the best I've seen in a long time, in a very, very long time. There are some PlayStation titles. As much as y'all know, I'm not a fan of Sony because I just hate, because I'm a Microsoft fanboy. But Sony has some beautiful looking titles as well. Some very beautiful looking titles. Enemies glitch. Yeah, there's there's so many. It is glitches, okay, that people are abusing right now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's sad. It's sad, but they are abusing it. Okay, but nonetheless, what else? What else is there, man? There's got to be something else I'm missing. I got all that. Okay, so let me go through looking at things. No, I said the Burger King skin. I'm trying to look through my notes here. What I said. Another one. True, another one. So de-escalation scene. That's what I meant. They're facing a little bit of heat, man. Not much, but a little bit of heat, because there is certain parts of the campaign where you are forced to put your gun to civilians to get them to do certain things. I understand it. They are making it, you know, it's the truth. It's things that really happen in scenarios. There was a scene, I believe it was Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, where they had the mall shooting, where you gunned down tons of innocent civilians in the mall. These things can happen. They can happen. So, you know, that was something else they're catching some heat for. What else? Damn. Oh, another one I didn't forget. How did I forget? The disc. How did I forget the disc? So everybody talked about before the game was released, or, you know, the physical disc, because, you know, a lot of people get the inside. The disc itself for PlayStation, when people had it, the disc was only 70 megabytes. Y'all, the disc was a text file. You know what I mean? So the disc didn't really hold anything, which means you had to download all the files. I don't know how true that is. I didn't actually have the disc myself to see, but a lot of people put the disc in their system and actually looked at the data and the system files there, and it would say 70 megabytes. So it pretty much leaves the impression that the disc was actually nothing. It was just blank. It's just a marker for you to download the game. This is the second time around that I downloaded Call of Duty digitally. I'm sorry. I told you guys, I'm starting to switch digital. For my Call of Duty games, I hate to do it because I like to collect the box. So it sucks. But the benefit I had was I was able to play right at midnight. I didn't have to go to any store. If I have another Xbox, I can easily download it, right? I could just log into my account. Don't have to worry about the game getting scratched. Now, I do have to worry about if Xbox ever says, hey, we're leaving, you know, we're taking Call of Duty down, right? It's off our servers. I do have to worry about that. But by that time, I got 100 other games. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that's not the case. But, I will say this is the second time. I'm not disappointed. I'm a little disappointed without the box. But that's it. So now I got somebody. We're going to bring in my man. my man here, my man G.I. Joe.
What's going on, Nick?
Joe, what is up? How you doing,
Wait,
my man?
Doing good. Wait, Nick Moses on my fucking. There you go.
I like it. Yo, Joe, now I gotta ask. This is something I
my dad's totally jealous over the shirt.
All right, so I gotta hook you down. All right, Sonny. All right, Sonny. I got you, son.
Okay, hold on real quick. I don't want to drop this. I'm in the process of installing Windows. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Let's see.
Probably not.
Yet. Can't see it yet.
Not really. It just looks like a big glowing light.
Yeah, it looked like a big glow.
I was expecting more from the Steam Deck.
Yeah, let's talk. And JTO, you came in right on time, man. Right on time. So, Joe, let me hear your review. And before you give the breakdown, because you got it in your hands, you're gonna give a real breakdown. I want to preference with we've had Death Specimen on here, the best thing in the world. We've seen videos from individuals of Dreamcast games running smoothly. We've seen people talk about how they're taking their Steam library on an airplane and playing like they never played before. So, Joe, being someone who has, you've had almost every console, you have PCs, you've worked on a lot of different things. What is your perception having a Steam Deck in your hands for a little bit of time now?
I got one cracked game to work. You know how I am. I don't pay for shit. You know how I am. I got Bayonetta before it even got out to the public, like a lot of other people did. But it's a lot of tinkering. That's why I decided I'm going to give Windows 10 a try. Doing the cracked games. But other than that, I got 2 cracked games to work. I had John Pond try to help me, and he had the same problem trying to get a game to run. The game wouldn't run or whatever. But other than that, dude, it's beautiful. It's like a portable PS4. I mean, for the legit users out there that don't give 2 shits about hacking, it's a great system. I mean, it's great. This is the Switch killer, like beyond. I have people buying Steam Decks now because they know I bought one because they know the type of stuff I do with them. Dude, you need to be representing Nick Mo and me on here. I mean, that's fucked up. I mean, it's cool, but it's fucked up. I mean, I have people asking me questions. Oh, how do you get the PS3 emulators running? I'm like, dude, I just got it. I haven't even messed with it. Right now, I'm just trying to get the cracked PC games running. So I got Windows installed. I got all the drivers. I'm in the process of installing them. I'm going to be buying a bigger SSD for it because I bought the cheap one. It's a scam. If anybody out there is curious about buying it, don't buy the 512. It has basically like a fucking heavy duty screen protector on there that makes the dimming less. But you're basically paying for a lot of shit that you don't need. It's all the same stuff except for the SSD. Inside this deck, it's slower memory. It's 64 gigabytes, but I've never intended of keeping it. I'm just got it. I'm just going to upgrade it myself. Just do that.
No, I heard that too. I heard people buying the lowest hard drive one, which I think is like a 256 or something.
64 gigabytes, the lowest.
64. There we go. And they just upgrade it. They just simply, upgrade it. It's very simple.
It's a couple screws, just make sure you get the right model. I was talking to Eric about it and talking to John and talking to some other people, Brandon, and, everyone's saying the same thing. Stick with a 2230. You can buy them in, really fast speeds, really low speeds. I'm still new at this. Take with what I'm saying with a grain of salt. People are saying that, it runs fine. I've seen people get fucking, this size and cut them down and tape it. I'm like, I'll spend the extra money because, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what the fuck? I've taken apart a USB flash drive at one time because it was so old. It was an emergency. I had my important files on there. It wouldn't fit into the slot of the laptop. It was too fat. Took it apart, no big deal. Plugged it in, took my files off, put it back together, and threw it in the drawer. But when it comes to fucking cutting that shit, it's like spend the extra $100. I mean, I love hacking and pirating and stuff with a passion. But when it comes to electronic shit, I'm really careful with that shit. It's like, dude, you can really fuck something up. You know, something happens or shorts out your systems. It's just to save $100. It's not worth it.
Nah, I'll be honest. It ain't worth it, man. Joe, I talked about something today that you familiar with, man. A red ring of death.
Joe, oh, yes. 5 times that happened to. 5 fucking times for the 360. It was crazy. You know, it was, dude, I broke, you know, I was telling John Pond about this a while ago. He's like, I was telling him, I got 5 fucking Xbox 360s die on me. I wasn't even hacking, didn't really know about hacking. I knew a little bit about it. But he's telling me, Joe, I had more broken PS3s coming than I repaired in the 360s. But you know, that's Sony boys and the Microsoft boys. You know, but dude, it was horrible. It was just like I turned that fucking thing on. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Then, you know, a couple months later, another one broke. I've only broken one PS3. Maybe I was lucky, but it was just like, oh my God, those things were made like shit and they were rushed like shit. And that's what I'm hearing about the Series X. I'm hearing that they're having overheating problems. I'm also hearing that the PS5 is having the same problems PS4 did with the HDMI port in the back. Don't they learn from their mistakes? You know, I had the PS4 and the PS5 sitting, you know, next to each other. They make the same fucking beep sound. They have the same color.
They do.
You know, it's like, dude, everything is copy and we're going back to PK now. Everything's copy and paste. It really is, you know?
Yo, PK, I can't forget him, man.
Dude,
it's so right. You're so right, man. Everything's going to copy and paste. And with the red ring of death, I can remember doing like towel tricks.
Dude, I put mine in the oven. Didn't work though. My dad's looking at me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, this Xbox 360 has a red ring of death. He's like, what is that? I'm like, you know, I explained it to him and went through all the nonsense. I took a cookie sheet, put aluminum foil on it. You know, I think I didn't leave it in there long enough.
You know what, man? Don't feel bad, man. I'm gonna be honest. I did that too, man. I tried one the same way. And you're right. I did like same thing, like a cookie sheet. I put foil. I put it in there. I left it a while. But you know what? It didn't work. And believe it or not, this was at a time where I had so many of them. I could say I was actually repairing a lot of them, but I didn't want the hassle of fixing red rings of death.
I like Magnus's comment. You got to pin that.
Yo, I had to put that up, man. That is a nice one, man. Baker Bacon. Ain't that something, man? I like that one. Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. I got to get the right one. Come on, get the right one. There we go. A Baker Baking. He is totally right.
Yes.
So he figured Joe, like, if anybody's going to bake right, it's gonna be Joe. All right, we're gonna have him do it.
Dude, I was so afraid of like capacitors blowing up and just like the shit just like melting.
Same
I'm sure Magnus has stories that he can tell about this shit because he's like, you know, he's the Xbox god when it comes to hacking and installing stuff. He did my 360, did a wonderful job, by the way, on that. You know,
that's why I always say I've done a lot of crazy things. I know. And some of the things I've done, when I realized the red ring of death was repaired by Microsoft if you were under warranty. They extended it. So I got to the point where I was doing JTAGs, I believe, the reset glitch hack, and I was doing the firmware. So I figured out one time doing my system, by the way, another system I got, I wound up pulling out the the auxiliary cords. That was when the red, white, and yellow was popping.
Oh, that's back in the day. We're getting old man cane start shaking.
Yeah, it was popping back then. Red, white, and yellow. So I had them sitting on the top of the dresser, but the system was open. I was just working, and they fell in the system when I still had it up. It fell like between two certain components, and all I seen was like, pop. I seen one little light, and it go pop, and I'm like, holy shit. So I take it off and I'm like, please work. Cut it on, red ring of death.
Oh, right? No.
So I said, oh man, well, I got to see if I can turn it in. I look, warranty is covered, right? I send it in. So, you know, from that point on, I figured out that if I couldn't do anything with the system that was broken, I could literally red ring it on purpose. Genius. So now I just know the perfect point to go, hold on, I don't have a red ring of death and this doesn't work on it and this doesn't. Oh, hell no. Pew! Red ring of death. Send it in.
I got a quick story to tell you about the Xboxes. I had a friend back in the day. His name was Matt. And I didn't know the fucking asshole swapped out my motherboard. I didn't know anything about this stuff. You know, Magnus knows a lot about this stuff. Apparently, I think I had like maybe a JTagable back in the day board. He switched it out with me, and you know, I didn't get pissed. I got pissed off about it, but it's just like I found out about it much later on. And then we were hacking the drives and getting my drive to read those fucking Lydons. I fucking hate you with a passion. You know, we spent the $30, waited like 2.5 months to get the probe from China. Dude, it took us 4 hours to dump the key. I mean, he didn't really know what he was doing. I didn't really know what I was doing. You know, YouTube back then wasn't as what it is now. Like you look at anything, you have the answer for it. I wish YouTube was like that back in the day. We got that little box you plug in with the cables to turn the system on, turn it off. Dude, I was so afraid that the 360 was going to get a red ring of death. I'd left the system totally uncovered. I left the shell off. I left everything off. And I had
to get as much air.
I had a Walmart fan blowing next to it. It was like, don't fucking blow up. But then me and him didn't talk anymore. And I found a really cool, awesome, you know, installer on ioffer.com. They got shut down by the feds for they're selling a lot of illegal stuff on there. But like the guy was awesome. I sent my system in. He did it no problem. You know, he showed me pictures. It was working and everything. He hooked me up with the flash drive to burn the 360 games, use ABGX and all that other good stuff. I mean, you do find really awesome people in the forums. And, you know, thinking about the older stories, that's why I want to like help out people and do everything, because like those people like meant a lot to me back then. I'm like, this guy, I never seen his face. I don't even know who the hell it is. Just some guy on ioffer.com. And it's like, dude, you know, this is awesome. You know, do this.
That's true. Same thing with me. I've had people, and that's really when I got hard into the modding scene, was Xbox 360. Those light on drives, I definitely remember. I remember at first, before the tools, Team Executor, shout out Team Executor, okay? But before the tools were released, you had to cut a trace, and then you had to run a wire from one end to another, and you had to solder it on there. So you had to jump a trace. And I was able to solder at this time because I've already soldered a mod chip. So I did that. But one thing I couldn't do was repair it. So I had the issue of when I tore up the trace, I tried to repair it, couldn't repair it. So I had to buy a spare board, and you know that spare board deal. And now I was dumping the key onto the spare board and locking it until they came out with the tools, which were beautiful, by the way. The tools just simply, you had your light on probe. You know, they had the X360 USB. Oh, man, you were just in there. Beep, beep. You were getting all these keys like it were nothing. And, you know, the hardest one at that point to me became Hitachi drives because you need a disc. The Audio 79 disc. A lot of people don't even remember that. I'm like, what the hell? You need a disc? They're like, yeah, you have to play the sound for a certain amount of time. What the hell is this?
How the fuck does somebody find out something like that? That's what amazed me. Like, you know what else amazes me too, going back to the retro hacking, is the swap tricks. It's like, how do they like figure out the perfect timing and everything? Like the swap trick, the hardest swap trick to do is on a Sega Saturn, because you have to do it like 2 times. And you have to hear the bung. You have to actually look at the drive spinning, doing all that other stuff. It's just like the people back then, like figuring this stuff out, it just amazes me, you know, because you don't really have a community. You did a little bit, but like with now I have so many chat rooms for PlayStation, for Nintendo.
Same here, man.
You know, I'm gonna make one for the Steam Deck. I mean, that's what's great about it. You know, we just made a new channel. John from the Nintendo Switch modding and homebrew group.
Yeah, we need to share that on the page too. I need to share that on the page.
Definitely. Yeah, we're over 30,000 members on the Switch forum. I was telling him privately, like, that we definitely need to do a Steam Deck page, and the page is called, I believe, Deck South for Harambe, which is fucking hilarious.
Hey, when I seen the name, and you know what, it's other names too. Just
But dude, you know, I'm telling you, the Steam Deck, when I first got it, I opened it up. I'm like, this thing is gigantic. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah. You know, it's a little heavy, but you get used to it, and the speakers on it are amazing. Amazing.
Man, you're gonna make me go out. And I told myself, I got enough, man. I got PS4, I got the Series X, I got Call of Duty, man. I got the Oculus. Okay, we got Among Us VR coming out in a couple weeks, right? I can't wait to play that. I got so much. I'm like, man, just stop, Nick. But something's like, Nick, you can still use A Steam Deck. Oh man, we addicted, man. That's our problem.
I know that, it's electronics, because I'm not bragging or anything. I don't have a lot of money. I save up everything. I don't need to go food shopping or whatever because I eat at the restaurant. But it's like, last week spent like $600 on a PS5, and now I bought the Steam Deck. But here's the deal with that fucking PS5. I saved up almost $900 because, I don't know what GameStop's going to charge. Hey, you have to buy, some clothing for the kids. You got to buy this. And okay, your total's $1,000. I mean, come on. So I had like, $200 left over. I'm like, I'm putting this towards the Steam Deck,
Oh, makes sense. And did you know Gaming said, which one did you get, Joe? The 64 or did you get the bigger one?
I got the 64 gigabyte one because you can just buy the NVMe and just put one in. You want to stick to the 2230 model of them. Heard from a couple of my close friends, and they said that works really good. They go all the base price, the slower speed starts at I think $110 and goes all the way up to $250. You can buy cheaper ones on eBay, and it gets mailed from China. They're about $180 to $200. But yeah, just don't buy the big long ones. You got to buy the small ones, and double check, do your research before you buy these things, because some people don't take a refund back, or the screws are not going to line up in the holes. I don't know all this information magically. Talk to Eric, talk to John, talk to Brandon. I talked to another gentleman, I forget his name. So I try to build a network of people. That's what I did with the Switch. That's why I became so smart with doing the repacks and doing the other stuff and learning a lot from other people. You have to network,
I agree with you with the group as well. Just having one place where you can go, where all the information and the people there are going to have legit info. It's not going to be any, they're not going to leave up some crap that's going to screw up your system, because these people have friends as well that follow this, and they don't want their friends being screwed up following this. So yeah, I agree with you, man. That group, and we need to share it out. I'm gonna make sure to share it out. I know last time I had trouble grabbing the link from it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Facebook does that. It does screwy stuff. I think Mark Zuckerberg's fucking around, I don't know what this button does. Dude, that guy looks like an alien.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. He look a little weird, man. He looked like I agree with you. An alien is right. That's probably a good way to say it. He looks like an alien turned into a human being.
Now, you know what the funny thing is? I'm a white person, and we just found out you're black. So,
That's true.
But you know what? From a white person to a white person, he doesn't even look white. He's like, well, what are you? Are you like, an alien or a hybrid of from the government or something? But dude, the guy doesn't look human.
I agree. It's like the Manchurian Candidate. You know what I mean? It's like the dude's just put there to serve some purpose.
I want to talk about the Gorilla Store.
Oh yeah. Let's get to that, Joe. The Gorilla Store. You posted that article.
Yes.
Right? That's what brought it up. What made you come across that? Or were you just surfing the web, seen it?
I was listening to YouTube because at work I get very bored. I do the same thing every day for 16 to 17 hours. My dad's like, what the hell are you listening to? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to pretend I'm not here right now. I was listening to it, then I got busy and put the video on pause, and I was watching it later. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, here's the deal. This is why the place got broken into. I forget the lady's name that does it. She's probably our age. She always gives full tours. Oh, we have the rarest stuff. There's only, 2 of these made in the world. You're bragging about the stuff you have in the store, and the shit costs more money than they have in the cash register. It really does, some of this stuff.
No, you're right. No, that's serious.
You can't be airing out your dirty laundry.
No, you spot on, man.
Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you really do have something that's really rare and really super expensive, I would think you would only share that with your VIP customers, not just put a sign on the wall with a fucking crayon that says, hey, we got a brand new copy of Mario 64. It's worth $1 million. We don't have any security cameras, so you could come on in. You don't do shit like that. There's no logic because these YouTubers get so big. They also go on to other big YouTubers like that lady, the Pink Gorilla. They're friends with Metal Jesus. He's another big gaming YouTube.
That's who it was. You're right.
Then they're friends with Reggie. He's a black guy. He makes really good videos. I forget Reggie something or other. Then they're friends with another big YouTuber. All these big retro gaming YouTubers are huge friends, which is cool. That's how we are in the hacking community. But we're not saying like, hey, have a mining rig at home with 4090s. I have 100 of them in there. But it's stuff like that makes this shit happen. That's like me doing a live stream at the restaurant and saying, hey, we just made $50,000 today selling all this stuff, and I'm one person in there. The back door doesn't really lock that well, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Nah, it's so true, man. And when I read the article, I was just reading through, and I'm like, and I watch Retro Gamer. I watch Retro Gamer, so I seen the Retro Gamer's video on it, and Retro Gamer's like, my advice is move out, get out. The community's bad, and I'm like, yeah, but I was thinking like Marcus said, what if it was an inside job? What if there was someone actually telling people, dude, there's no cameras here. Even if you moved, it technically wouldn't happen maybe a couple months, but give it some time.
That's bullshit, because I remember, I think last year they got broken into, and she was bragging about, they have all this fancy security cameras and all this other stuff.
I remember that.
Now you're not saying you have it anymore. It's like, get your shit right. It was probably insurance fraud.
You know what, Joe? Damn, you might be. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. We on to something. Throw that, because honestly, well, one thing I will say, being robbed at gunpoint's one thing, right? Because now you got the person who's burglarizing now is going to be facing, maybe a assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder if they shoot the gun, or the charges start stacking up.
Yeah, the guy was just holding like his hand in his pocket or whatever. I didn't watch the whole thing, but because I got busy, and it's just like,
right? I don't know. Maybe the guy said, and then they had to take the guy's word for it. He said, "I knew it was a gun." How did you know? If he had it in the pocket the whole, so there is certain things. I'm kind of with you. Okay, I'm kind of with you. It is possible that you might be right.
Maybe I don't know how the law works or anything. I just pretend to be a lawyer, Monday through Friday. Maybe he would have gotten charged less by not showing an actual weapon, by just like threatening with, a PB Blaster 2000 Super Soaker, only sold at Toys R Us. Maybe that's all he had. I don't know, but it was just weird. Like I have a restaurant and everything. There's nothing in there to steal except for equipment that weighs, 600 to 800 pounds. And I was thinking about keeping a gun there just because a lot of shit's going on. I'm not going to get into anything political. A lot of shit's going down. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable about things, just like going home. I live in an okay area, but I'm seeing things in my local community where places don't get robbed now are getting robbed. It's just like, it makes no sense. And that's the reason why. But it's just like, another thing about her store is it's the pink gorilla. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
I know it do. And I mean, you look at it and just all the pictures and screenshots that I've seen, it looks beautiful. Like I would love to go in there.
Yeah, no, it looks like a great store. Like you were saying about the cards, if you have a couple of Charizards, and I don't really follow the stuff anymore, but I know there's some cards that are like, rated a 9 are worth thousands of dollars. First of all, if you have those cards that are worth that much money, wouldn't it make sense to keep them at home in a safe and have a binder and say, okay, we have, a number 9 or a number 8. And if you're interested in buying it, we'll meet wherever and do the transaction at a police station or something. If it's really worth that much money, I can't see somebody spending that amount of money on a piece of fucking paper.
I agree with you, man. And I'm thinking like, if you're live streaming, you go, hey, we got 12 of these. Well, you just let me know how much money I'm going to get. You got 12 of them.
Like, something I wanted to bring up, I didn't bring up last time, speaking about people getting robbed. I felt really uncomfortable when I got my PS5 because I saw some shady guys in there. Just one of them, this big guy, he's looking around. You could tell the guy doesn't belong in there. Just because I think he was about to rob the place and maybe got cold feet and ran out. When I bought my PS5, I said to the lady, I said, look, I don't feel comfortable with this. I'll leave my PS5 at the counter, and I'm going to go get my car, and I'm going to pick up the PS5. And she said, that's fine. You've met me in person. I'm a big person and everything. Yeah. But it's just like,
no, you never know.
You don't know. It's better to play it safe than sorry. Go ahead, take my car. It ain't worth anything. The PlayStation 5 is worth more than my car is right now. Yeah. But, it's just, you got to be so careful when you buy stuff. I remember back in the day during launch for the PS4, people were getting fucking killed.
Oh, yes. I remember that in the middle of parking lots. And it was very messy. And because it was so hard to get one.
Yeah, I remember people getting trampled for a PS2. I'm shaking my cane now. I remember that at Toys R Us.
I remember that too.
You know?
I remember those. I mean, we can go on and on. Those are something you might get a point there. You know, I think that they would have been good if they wouldn't been live streaming. I think get a gun. You know, like you said, I'm thinking about getting one. Hell no, I have one. Okay, I think it's better to be safe than sorry, right? I don't believe in having a gun like, you know, how we used to be back in the days. I got the gun in the shoebox, loaded, ready, cocked and loaded. You know, then it falls and it pow. Oh, you know, nothing like that.
It goes off the little pinky. Oh, also another thing, if you're not too busy, the Bayonetta.
Yeah, yes, Bayonetta, voice actor. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that thing was just like, it almost felt like some type of advertising stunt for Bayonetta. You know, it really did. It's just like you see the lady on there, and also like now, like bringing in the political crap. Now it's just like, you know, if anybody's thought about hiring her, she would make a great. I love, I love Devil May Cry. You know, my restaurant St. Dante's. She would be a great add-on for a Devil May Cry series, but they'll probably never even think about that because it's my idea. And it's kind of like, well, she's going to cause this amount of problems. We're not going to have her because we don't, bow down to her needs or whatever. She's just going to try to give us a bad branding. You can't boycott something. If someone's going to buy it, they're going to buy it. You know, I boycotted Bayonetta because I pirate. You know, simple as that. If she still worked there, I boycott it, you know? But, dude, everybody was – I'm glad that you didn't really cover that on Facebook or – you know, we're only covering a little bit of it now, but dude, everybody was covering it. That stupid ass Dreamcast guy, I hate that guy with a passion.
Oh,
dude, I'm sure he beat GTA 6 right now. He just finished it. You know, it's not even made yet. You know, I'm not trying to jump off topic or anything. Dude, we'll have brand new Sega gear come out, like, like little exclusives, little like, props and stuff. He won't even talk about it. I comment in his video all the time, like, you're the Dreamcast guy. Hey, how come you didn't talk about this new Sega product coming out that's about to be released very soon? Dude, that guy's a fucking, I don't know what you call him, but, I used to love his channel and love his content. Dude, I can't stand him.
No, you hit it to the T, man. Like, I will say, you watch certain, and let me ask you this, Joe. Do you think you could, because I think so many things are unfair. So, for instance, she's catching backlash for being anti-abortion. But if she was for abortion, do you think she could get away with it?
It's hard to say because, it's kind of stupid. Because, this is the video game world and the media world. That's like saying, well, I hate you because I don't like ice cream, but I sell cars. It's two totally different fucking things. I remember she was saying, instead, boycott Bayonetta, go to Nick Moses and grab the repack from Joe. But, take the money and donate it to charity. People forget about that. She didn't say donate to the, anti-abortion, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Or this. She just said the word charity. Now she's trying to get attention to herself by doing the abortion thing because that's like really a hot topic right now. Like, with the political crap.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a very hot topic now. And, she mentioned about being underpaid, which she did misrepresent. She even stated herself.
Yeah, I believe $4,000 a session for 6 sessions or something. Something like a whore or something.
So it's like, man, she way misrepresented. But at the same time, do you think she was right even in that sense? Would that be lowballing? Okay, because I'm not too familiar on what would be considered lowballing, but people seem to be outraged at $4,000 for a voice actor. Now, Joe, let me ask you, if I told you to come into my office, I want you to be the voice actor of a new Mortal Kombat I'm releasing, and you walk in there and I say, I'm going to pay you $4,000 for it. Do you tell me that's not enough? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work with that?
That would be awesome because you know what? You're only wasting a couple of hours. I mean, that's a lot of. You think about it, that's probably like $1,800 an hour if it takes you a few hours to do it. And if she wanted to pull off the story, let's say she wanted $10,000 per session. She should have said, hey, I'm doing 6 sessions. I have to give up all my time for 6 sessions. Like, oh my God, I'm only getting $4,000 an hour. And you know what? Maybe she would have had more sympathy instead of hiding the fact that she's doing 6 sessions. You know?
You killed it with that one. Now, Joe, I know I'm gonna have to get DJ C Money on, man. You know DJ C Money. I manage.
He runs the show.
He runs the show, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring DJ C Money on real quick, man. Let's get it before we rock it out.
Yeah.
Let's get DJ C.
Oh,
Money.
he's got the shades on.
DJ C Money, what's up, man?
What's up,
Look at it, yeah. See, yo, and mine isn't a washer today. Oh man,
Yo, we're all representing. Yo, DJ C Money, you need to let him go.
Yo, you're right. Yeah, DJ, I'm sorry, DJ C Money. My bad.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, buddy?
Man, you know what? Nick, can I have the floor for a minute, but
I tell you,
I have the floor for a minute.
You got the floor, man. It's all yours. What you want, man?
Man, look, I got some, look, I got some help here because I'm trying to go to school and these gotta go so great.
You say you trying to celebrate?
I gotta go back to school.
You gotta go back to school?
The schedule. That was the plan. Things my niggas so great right now.
So what's the schedule looking like?
Man.
Monday through Friday?
No, man. Look,
don't tell me Sunday at 6, man.
Yo, you need to be representing Nick Moses. He took the glass off now. We're all in trouble now.
No, look.
What?
I thought a haircut today, but you know what?
Yeah, you're looking sharp with that haircut.
Yeah, you letting them know. You letting them know, oh man, look at you, man. Hey, you growing the sideburn, you grow all that, man. You know, some people don't even grow that. Right there. I grow it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hairy as hell.
Man,
you help.
Look.
What's up, man?
What's up?
After the first semester of Trinity State,
yeah,
man, I thought I would be able to go back.
You ain't go back, so you can't go back to Prairie State?
I did. They gave it the wrong thing.
Oh. And yo, Prairie State is a decent school, man.
What are you taking?
Man,
what you want to do? What you want to go to school? What you want to do? DJ?
Man, I want to be a music producer. People say that if they get money, they gotta get money for it. So yeah.
You can make the music for our next channel.
You ain't lying, man. You could make a little beat, put the music on. I'll put it on my channel, man.
And you know what? I did.
Yep. I remember that.
Was it fire?
You got a couple bars, man. You all right, man? You decent, man. You stole my thunder enough, bro.
He can shut down the whole channel.
Yo, so DJ C Money, man. How you feel about the show today, man? How was the show? Was it a good show today?
Let's talk about one topic, man.
Go ahead, man. What you want to talk about? We talked about a lot of things, man.
What's going on, Chelsea?
Something. The store getting robbed. What about that store getting robbed, man? Inside job 4 times in 6 months. What would you say?
Man, look, man. If it was me, I run it. I run it.
You ain't even gonna play with them. Yeah, you like, I ain't even got time. They coming in deuces. I ain't about to talk to them.
Yeah,
I ain't about to see. I'm out. I have all this shit. Nah.
Hey, Chelsea.
Nick, Chelsea's in the house. You gotta do your thing. Shout out to the ladies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's one thing I didn't. You know what? As always, you're right. I do the one thing I always. Shout out to the ladies.
Dude, when you do Nick, when you do that, the shout out to the ladies part, I do that at work and people look at me like I'm fucking retarded. Because how you do it is like priceless. It's so funny.
It's like, yo, I just think of the most like ratchet hood rat that's out here talking about shout out to the ladies. And they just like, hey, you know, ladies be going crazy for that, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is about that, man, but ladies go crazy. Yo, man, and I know.
When I try it.
Go ahead, man. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, man.
So I ladies in the house, make the noise.
Yo, Chris. Yo, we out, man. This is why we going out, man. See, you about to give me. You gonna give me cancer? Nah, I'm playing with you, man. Yo,
we gotta get the DJ C Money official ringtones, only 99 cents.
Yeah, we do. DJ C Money. You got to give us a little 15-second beat or something. A little rap. You could give, you know what? Make it. And then next time on the podcast, you can write it down. We'll have you lay it down. Next podcast, DJ C Money lays down first track.
Wait a minute. Question.
What's up?
What up?
Do you rap? Do you want me to rap?
You can do whatever you want. If you want a beat, you can make a beat. You can rap. You can do whatever you want. It's your 15 seconds of fame.
I got something. Ready?
You ready now? You ready now? You don't need to wait a week. Is what you telling me? Let me hear it. Let's go.
I don't have to rap. I can just.
Hey yo, I said hey yo. He got his own beat. DJ C Money. Let's go. DJ C Money. Yeah, DJ C Money.
In the house.
DJ C Money, man. How much you gonna charge for that one before you release it? How much you'll charge me? Yo, that's why I ain't messing with you, man. Yo, any last words y'all got, man, before we
like and subscribe to Nick Moses 05. Catch us on the Facebook page and on the YouTube pages.
That's
I'm gonna be doing some Steam Deck tutorials when we'll be doing some Steam Deck tutorials when I get some free time. Once I learn the this hot mess a little bit better for doing the cracked games, because a pirate's life is always for me.
Yo, them tutorials for the Steam Deck, they love, man.
Oh yeah,
I put up an MU deck when they updated, and oh man, everybody was like, "Oh snap, MU deck updated." I didn't even know it was like that. So obviously, we got a lot of Steam Deck fans there. DJ C Money, any last words, man?
Yo, yes. First of all, to all the tutors out there, please help. Second of all, like, well, I got a lot to say. Can I say Nick? I got a lot to say.
Say it. Say who? What, you gonna say a name?
Yeah.
What name you gonna say?
Drake and Josh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. That's good. Yeah, let that one out. Let that out. You good. Ain't nobody gonna know that. You know how popular them names are. They'll be going through hell trying to.
Wait, am I saying the name wrong? I think
be like Greg who? Josh who?
I'm thinking about that show that come on Nickelodeon.
On Nickelodeon.
Yo, Slime Time Live on Nick Moses 05.
Yo, my dogs, man. I gotta roll out, man. It's 10 o'clock. I did a whole 3 hours.
I know.
What up?
Joe.
What's up, dude?
Is there any way that you can send me a flyer to the restaurant? I want to.
Yeah, definitely. When I get some time, I'll show you some stuff. You know, print out some stuff, and maybe I'll send you a goodie bag or something for the holidays. You know,
Yeah,
get you
man.
hooked
That way
up.
you can check out, put up the flyers in the restaurant, spread the love, man. Spread the word.
Yeah.
You know what? Can you give it to Nick? Can you give it to his dad to give it to me?
We'll do it.
We'll try to figure something out. It's hopefully Nick come down next, sometime.
Oh, you know that. We ain't forget.
Bring DJC money to the house. Have DJ night
coming back. That ain't even a if, ands, or buts. That's 100%. And we coming up on the years. We're coming that time. It's getting close.
You could take DJC money and put him in the trunk.
Yeah. DJC, he gonna be cutting up. You gotta watch DJC money. He be cutting up.
That'll definitely get us canceled.
Y'all, yo, man, that's the show. I gotta roll out. I got the family waiting, man. They waiting for me and everything. It's your boy.
You guys have a nice day. Awesome show.
Hell yeah, we are out of here. I'm deuces. If y'all want to talk, y'all can.